What's going on? It's Friday night.
Yeah.
The Sidetracks show.
Yeah, we're not going out tonight.
Yeah, we were thinking about it, but then, I don't know, a couple different things happened. Well, I got a message from my brother, because my brother has, one of my brothers, I have two, but he has joined a band called 12 Gauge Confessional. And they are actually playing in Sanford tonight. Only like at a place called West End Trading Company. It's like a couple blocks from Mannequins, actually. And I was like, oh, well, maybe we could go see him and then go to Mannequins. But he told me, well, it's like there's 4 bands and we're one of the opening ones. So it's like they're playing at like 7:30. So they're probably going on like right now. And I was like, ooh, that's a little bit early. And then I found out that Mannequins tonight, their theme is foot fetish.
Yeah, like fuck foot fetish.
So I was like, not judging people that like foot fetish, but I don't necessarily want to go to an event that's a foot fetish event. I've heard, just through the grapevine, that this was a very controversial.
Yeah.
Because they do themes, and they do like just general BDSM type of themes. They'll do like vampires or pirates or whatever the fuck. And they do like little costume contests and shit. Like pretty much every week. But so they announced that they were gonna do this one and everybody was like, "Oh man, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? Gross. But yeah, they're going ahead with it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of interested, but we're not gonna go though.
No.
Because
tomorrow's no Barbarella, see?
Yeah, see, we were thinking about going out tonight because tomorrow night, Barbarella is not happening because the place where it happens, the trap, is closed for like a private party.
Yeah.
Which happens from time to time.
Yeah, they must have had a good score.
So every now, I don't know how much it costs to like rent that place out. It's a massive place.
Yeah.
So it's probably not cheap, I imagine.
Yeah.
Especially like on a Saturday night, but sometimes it happens and they do it, and so they can't have Barbarella there, which kind of sucks. So I don't know.
We went out fucking.
Yeah, the last couple weekends, like last weekend we went out Friday night and Saturday night, and the weekend before that it was Halloween, so we went out Friday night and Saturday night. So we spent like a lot more money than
rest of that money
we normally would. You know what I mean?
That money.
So you know what I mean. And I won't feel, it kind of sucks staying in on Saturday night, but I don't feel as bad if nobody else can go either. I think because, I'm not missing anything because nobody can go because they're not having it. You know what I mean? It'd be different if they were having it and I couldn't go for some other reason.
Yeah.
But nobody can go, so we'll think of something else to do, I'm sure.
No, the band isn't going to live stream it. No.
They're playing that, and I messaged him and I was like, are you guys playing in Sanford again? Because we go to Sanford. It's not far, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I think we're playing there again on December 20th, which is a Saturday. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we'll try and go see him then. Because I'm just really happy that... Because when we were younger, not kids really, but we were teenagers, 20s, like in the 90s, he was in bands all the time. Holy shit. When I was in high school, and he was in high school, well, he was in junior high because he was a couple years behind me. But he learned to play guitar from endlessly listening to like Bad Religion records, like in his room. so I could hear. I love Bad Religion. I think they're fucking awesome. But I've seen them a bunch of times too live.
Yeah.
But so he learned to play and the Misfits. He learned to play from the Misfits, and so he basically taught himself to play guitar and bass. And so he was always in bands when we were younger. And, like, I used to go see his bands. He used to play in punk bands, like, all the time. Like, back in Daytona, and they used to play these little shitholes and stuff. And I would always go see them. They were actually quite awesome. He had a band called Cherry 2000 after the movie. And I don't remember if it was that band or if it was the other band that he was in. But they had this singer named Augie. And he was this little, skinny, nerdy dude. And that kid could fucking scream.
Yeah.
He was really good. It was like, but yeah, they were a really good band.
I had some of the turnout, man. Look at everybody in the comments section.
I know, look at.
How many people we got in there right now? They're all pouring in.
Dude, I can't count.
Okay.
I mean, I can, but
I know Tanya and Klaus are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking my high school boy, fucking Gramper's is in there.
Gramper's in there. CB is in there.
CB's in there.
Zach is in there. I think I saw him earlier.
Zach, bitch. You've been...
Is Oracle in there?
Zach has been a regular of this show.
Oracle's in there.
10 years easy. I'll raise that motherfucker.
A lot of
That's
you
my
guys
son.
a lot of you guys have.
That's my son. I raised him.
That's my son. I'm sure his dad.
I think he was a kid. I think he was a kid when he fucking started hanging out here.
Probably. He's not that old.
Yeah.
I mean, to us, like,
yeah. So I can't believe the show's been going on for that long, but it has.
It's kind of crazy.
Seems like we just started it fucking last year. It goes. Time flies when you get old.
It's true. Everybody says that. It's absolutely true.
We were just chipping away and just doing show and doing a show and doing a show.
Because I'll say something like, hey, when was that show we went to? Or something like that I'm thinking was like a year ago, and it was like 8 years ago or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Money. We did.
We got a big one. Oh, thank you very much. Got that from Zach.
Zach, all right. Yeah,
topic idea. Connie Converse, a folk musician from the 50s, whose career never took off. She vanished off the planet in the 70s. They finally released her home music recordings as an album in 2009. Did they ever find her, though? Or, you know what I mean?
What's her name?
Connie Converse, I think is what it's
Never heard of her. Yeah, right.
I didn't either.
Make a good missing person show. We've done those.
I mean, if they ever found her.
Disappearance, yeah.
Yeah, he said I started watching y'all in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the $10, Zach.
Much. Thank you very much.
Zach's buying some drinks.
We always appreciate it.
Yeah, I did raise you. You're my fucking son. You've been here for 10 years.
Yeah, Grandpa says Grandpa first stumbled in during peak of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Which almost 6 years ago. Now I'm kind of curious, like, did you know that it was somebody that you knew from high school, or was that just a coincidence?
I think Steve told him.
Oh, okay.
I think Steve told him. I can't remember.
Because weird shit has happened. Like,
yeah,
our friend Sophie,
I
think started watching the show, and then
I mentioned Trent in high school,
and then she was like, "What the fuck?"
And then I mentioned fucking Jason Quinlan.
Yeah, like
she's friends with Jason's
she didn't know him, but she knew people that knew him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
She
like
knew
from back in the day.
She was friends with Jason Quinlan's little sister. Guess who's in town? Jenny Jeffries is in town.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, her little sister called me and she goes, "See, that bitch is here. Fucking, you better hide." And I was like,
Mate, you might want to remind people like who that is.
Jenny Jeffries was. Jenny Jeffries ended up. Okay.
This is back when
I was in high school.
High school, in Michigan.
Yeah, in Michigan. Yeah. I went to high school in Michigan and Brazil. I moved in between the two. That's where I met Graptors, and that's where I met Steve and Jason and all these other people. Had this girl who was in the scene and hanging. She was in the. I think she was a band fag actually, but she was hung out in the drama scene too. And she would just try to work her way in there, and she was just a friend who would hang out with us, and she was kind of like a goth girl, a proto goth girl. It was before we didn't use the word goth back then. We used little punker chicks. Shit.
I remember the 80s, everyone calling them punkers.
Yeah, little punkers, yeah. And
which is kind of hilarious when you think about it now. Now I kind of want to call a band the punkers.
Jenny would run around and take photographs of people. She was cute. Real cute face, platinum blonde hair. And she was very overweight from the waist down. Big ass.
I knew a girl like that.
Yeah, she looked normal. All the way to the waist down. Just big ass, big ass. Which, had I been a few years older, I probably would have been into that. But fucking, I was just...
Yeah, because Tom likes that kind
of shit. I like big ass. She was just fucking huge.
He likes that kind of shit.
Elephantiasis of the booty. So...
Like I said, I know a girl like that.
Yeah, so she was like that. And she was super friendly. She was just one of the girls who would hang out. And, up in the scene and up at fucking Denny's and shit.
The goth hangout. After all the shows, you go to Denny's.
Yeah, well, one of the other girls was like, "That girl's got a fucking shrine to you." And I was like, "What?" She's got nothing but pictures of you all over her wall. Well, one of them girls took a picture of Jen in her room, and in the background was that fucking shrine.
So they weren't kidding.
Yeah, she goes, "Look, that's it." Man, that girl was just throwing herself at me for a fucking couple years that I was there. Anyway, one time she pulled up in her car. She had like a little fucking Ford Escort or something, a little bitty subcompact. And there was this little rugrat chick fucking climbing up on the inside of the... and, hey! how you doing? Hey, how you doing, baby? You know, and she was probably about 8.
Yeah.
9 maybe. And that's our friend from the club. She's one of the local DJs now. It was just her little sister.
Yeah.
But they don't get along. Those two do not get along.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, they fucking hate each other.
That's an understatement.
And yeah, so she was like her little sister. What name did she go by now?
What, Carrie?
Carrie, that's right, Carrie. Yeah, I didn't know if she went by her DJ name. What was her DJ name? Do you remember?
Spooky Puffs.
Spooky Puffs. That's right, DJ Spooky Puffs. Yeah, and she's like, Jen's in town. You better hide. And I was like, is she going to be out at any of the clubs? She goes, I don't know. She's probably looking for you. She knows you're here.
I wonder if she really. I mean, that was such a long time ago, but still. And it's not like she messages you or
no. Well, she used to a long time ago.
She used to a long... But yeah, like I said, she did back in the day.
Yeah. Now, she's not a nobody. She hung out a lot in the Detroit goth scene. She was in City Club a lot. And she was one of America's best and greatest freelance photographers of fucking rock musicians, and her main client was fucking Rolling Stone magazine back when that meant something. So we're talking like 90s and mostly 90s, late 80s, 90s, and a lot of those pictures of fucking dudes on stage and rock stars and shit, she took them. Jenny did.
Yeah.
And she fucking knew all those people. Fucking David Bowie, fucking Bob Seger, fucking just everybody that you saw on big rock stars. Michael Jackson, she met that dude, took pictures of him. So she wasn't a nobody. She was cool. She was just, I don't know, man. Just complain a lot.
I don't know. Like, I don't really know her.
Grandstanding.
I know Carrie, but like not super well.
Yeah.
So I don't really know this ongoing feud. I don't.
They are similar in intensity.
I don't even know. Like feud, like I said, sounds like it's underselling it.
Yeah.
They fucking hate each other.
Yeah, and they're very similar in intensity. They're both cute. They're both overweight, and their weight fluctuates a lot. Like, Carrie's now pretty thin.
Yeah, she lost a fuck ton
of weight, yeah. But
I haven't seen her in a while, but...
Yeah, all they do is just fucking bag on each other. In public.
Yeah, because most of her posts, most of Jen's posts are shitting on her sister.
They came from a single mom who was pretty abusive, and they kind of fucking... like emotionally and just like neglectful. But it's that kind of deal, you know?
Yeah, that's really sad though.
Yeah, and they kind of raised each other and then fought each other. You know? And it's, you know, fucking funny. And they're both goth chicks, basically. And
it's just, that's so funny to me because, like I said, I can't imagine
for space. They're trying to eliminate one another.
Yeah, like, and I've seen that a lot, like with friends that I had that had sisters and stuff like that. It's like just really, because I have a sister, but me and my sister are like, man, we get along like gangbusters. We're like almost completely and totally alike.
Yeah,
I've never fought with my sister or my brothers either. Now that I
get along with Carrie because Carrie's like down to earth and down and dirty chick. You know what I mean? She's no fucking false images. She is what she is. You know, she's kind of she had a drug problem. She got over it. She's just fun. You know, she's not trying to be high-minded or anything like that. She's just trying to have fun in the scene and spin when she can. And there's just something about, I think she feels that she doesn't quite live up to Jen. Because Jen did all this photography stuff.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I could see that.
But then, I think knowing Jen and her, Jenny Jeffries, knowing Jenny in her early years, I think she's kind of jealous of her little sister. In certain ways. They were trying to take each other's spot.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing. But I haven't seen Jen in a while. I don't know nothing against Jen. Depending on how she'd approach me.
Like I said, I've never met her.
I haven't seen a bitch in
She's
years.
on my friends list, and like I just see shit she posts, and I was just kind of like,
yeah, she just constantly raging and complaining.
Yeah, and I can't really
negative energy.
hang with people like that.
I cannot deal with toxic negative energy. None of it was ever directed towards me. It's just that I knew that if I fucking talked to her too much, it would eventually get pointed at you.
Yeah, so well, that's what happens with people like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's like, because, man, every now and then, like, I understand if your whole fucking life is falling apart and you just want to vent. Like, it's like everybody's done that.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like there's a certain kind of people, and everybody knows at least one, that's all they do on social media is just complain about how shitty their life is and how shitty the hand was that they were dealt and just everything like that, which, like I said, maybe that's even true, and I understand wanting to vent about it, but being like that is going to ensure that no one is going to want to hang out with you because nobody wants to hang with somebody like that.
But those two sisters are both nice girls. They both were pretty. Yeah, they're, like I said, their weight fluctuated. But even when Jen's weight was kind of up there, she's still very pretty face, and it was just from the waist down, it's just a weird build on her.
Like I said, I know
that was just
one of my friends was like that, and her mom was also like that, which I was like, that's so strange.
Yeah,
I mean, genetics are kind of a funny thing.
It was just genetics,
yeah.
And I think she felt that because of that build back in the '80s, she couldn't get a boyfriend, so. Because that was the 80s is where fucking skinny.
Yeah, everybody liked Kokor.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but, that was kind of the common look.
And she was in the goth scene. Skinny was preferred.
Everybody had fucking bulimia and shit.
Yeah, and then the goth scene at that time, skinny was fucking preferred. Big time.
Oh, yeah.
But she was kind of hanging out with bands a lot. Yeah. She was dating guys with bands later on. I don't think it ever went anywhere.
Grandpa says, last time I saw Jenny, she was DJing at Club Luna. She was DJ Pink.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're both DJing.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd she look?
I mean, I've seen a couple pictures of her on social media, but I don't really...
She's getting up there in age.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's
wearing old lady glasses and shit like that.
She's our age or...
Yeah.
Maybe, like, a little bit older, perhaps. Isn't she the same age as us?
She's the same age as me. I'm about a year younger.
Yeah, okay, so there you go. Tanya says, I remember me and my best friend not knowing what goth was. We just wanted to look like witches. So everything was red, black, and purple.
Yeah.
Both our moms were extremely religious, though. Yeah, I think what happened with me was that when I was little, I just gravitated naturally towards spooky shit, and I didn't realize that there was a whole scene of other people. Because I grew up in Daytona Beach, which is pretty rednecky. And so I didn't realize that there was, like, other people around the world or in other places that were into the same kind of shit as me. I thought I was the only
Tanya's
person.
confused, thinks that you have a sister now called Jenny. No.
No.
She's Jen. But the girl I was talking about was a girl I went to school with named Jenny.
Yeah.
Who had a sister that we know. Yeah, and she showed up here, and I didn't know who she was, and she just came up and she goes, "Do you remember me?" And I'm like, "No." She's like,
she was probably
last time you saw me, I was about 9, and I was like, "Huh?" She goes, like, "I'm Jenny Jeffries' little sister." I was, I remember you. You running the car, yeah. And she recognized me.
Yeah.
I said, "How'd you know I was here?" And she goes, "I heard through the grapevine you were here." Goth people fucking are like that.
There's not a lot of us.
And internet interlinking and where they go, who, it's Facebook helps.
Yeah, but even before social media was a thing, you still kind of knew. If anybody was sort of anybody in the scene and like they moved to another city,
they would know what city you're in.
Like they would kind of know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're that person from that city kind of thing. Because like I said, there's not a lot of us. So
no, so I was talking about a feud between a girl I grew up with, Jenny, her name is Jenny Jeffries, and her sister Carrie. Carrie lives here now.
She lives here.
Yeah, and Jenny is in town. And Carrie called me and says, you better hide."
Yeah, because she...
Yeah.
Although, like I said, it's not like she's been... It's not like Jenny Jeffries has been sending you, like, fucking stalkery messages or anything like that.
No.
So she probably does. I mean, that was a long
Those
time
two
ago.
hate each other.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And it's like, for real, like all over social media.
Yeah. They fight in public.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which to me,
And then they air each other's dirty laundry.
Yeah, which I don't...
In public. Yeah.
I was going to say maybe it's because I'm old, but they're old too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
I just am not that kind of... I don't like everybody... Well, I don't like everybody knowing, like, negative shit.
Yeah.
If negative shit is happening. I'm not going to splash that shit all over... Because we know... I'm not going to name any names. But we know an ex-couple that the dude was, like, infamous around here for posting horrible shit.
About her.
About her, like, after she left him. And rightfully so.
Yeah. And man, fucking this shit was detailed, you know what I mean? Fucking.
Yeah, like some of the shit he posted, I'm like, oh my god, if anybody posted that about me, even after we'd broken up, I would have you fucking killed.
Yeah, and
for real.
And I don't believe most of what he said.
No, I don't
He
either.
was trying to make her sound as bad as possible.
And we know her a lot, and she's a lovely person. Mm-hmm. Like, I do not believe... Yes, I know, like, you know, you're not in a relationship with that person, and maybe, like, you know, other shit comes out. But it's like, I have never had any cause to think that she was anything other than just a lovely human being. She doesn't really seem bitchy at all. She's not... She's super sweet.
Yeah.
So no, I think...
We've known her for
I've known
close
her
to 15 years.
Yeah.
And she's awesome. Super sweet woman.
She's super sweet. Thankfully, she has a new boyfriend now. A
lot younger.
Who's a lot younger than her. They've been together quite a while.
Yeah, off and on.
And actually, he's... I don't know him super well, but he seems a lot cooler than the last guy. And we were friends with the last guy. He's old. He's older than us, actually. Yeah. He's an old punk rocker.
Yeah.
He's been in the scene.
Which I like him. It's just that he couldn't control his fucking liquor. And
he was a bad drunk.
Bad drunk, and he'd start talking shit about her when she dumped him. And
he got thrown out of...
You get thrown out of everything.
iBar.
Yeah.
He was banned from there for a while.
Yeah.
And like I said, rightfully so. They don't kick people out of there lightly.
Yeah,
you know
her name is Andy.
Yeah.
And Andy is a good-looking, older goth chick. And she was smoking hot when she was young. She still comes
good. Out.
She still looks real good.
We just saw her last week.
And she can...
Friday.
She can pull much younger goth dudes. And kind of rightfully so. She's a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
It's just, you know...
And like I said, she's always... Every interaction I've had with her, she just seems like a super, super nice person. Yeah. She's just a nice person.
No, she's nice. She's happy to see us. Oh, you guys are still out. Yeah, but yeah,
she came to that party at our house, didn't she?
Yeah, but there's some people. Me and Jim were talking about. It's like, man, we're doing pretty good for fucking our 50s, and there are some people that can still hang on in their 50s, even though they're natural. They're not on gear and shit. They're not getting surgeries done. But me and Jen, if we're on gear, and we're getting shit done. Okay, fucking, I'm good for another 20 years. I've been inspired by fucking some of these hot motherfuckers with how they look in their 70s and 80s. They spent money, but they still look good. And they were spent money and they were working out and they're taking hormones and shit. Why not? What do you have to lose? You know, but some of them were women that were fucking known for their beauty when they were young. Fucking Mamie Van Doren.
Van Doren, yeah.
She's still out there. She's in her 90s. She looks fucking great. Fucking Zach told me
I was actually shocked when I saw, because I knew who Mamie Van Doren was. I thought she was dead though.
No,
because I saw a bunch of her movies.
That bitch is pushing 100. She's pushing 100. She looks great. You would never know.
No, that
she was that old.
Goals.
Yeah. Well, she's got a rich husband too. Taking care of him.
I mean, that helps.
And he looks good for his age.
If you have a fuck ton of money,
a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And vanity.
Yeah.
Vanity. She's working out and fucking doing stuff and taking drugs and fucking hormones and getting facelifts and boob jobs and shit. Mamie Van Doren looks fucking great. And when you say, she's like 95. You know?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, shit, she could do porn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Granther says, back then, Gen X birth era, Jennifer was a very common name. Yeah, tell me about it. Because when I was in high school, actually I was in 10th grade, so it would have been 88. My English class, which only had about 25 people in it, 5 of those people were named Jennifer.
Yeah, there were a lot of Jennifers.
A lot of Heathers, too. I knew several Heathers.
Yeah. Terrys.
I didn't know any Terrys.
I knew a bunch of Terrys.
I mostly knew Jennifers, Heathers, male names Bryans. I knew a lot of Bryans and a lot of Michaels. My brother's name is Brian, but he was born in 1986, actually. But, yeah, there was a lot of... I kind of feel like that was the second most common name was Heather. That was how many people I knew that were named that. But yeah, there were so many of us, they had to call us by different things. It's like, well, you can be Jenny, you can be Jennifer, you can be Jen S, or whatever the fuck their name was. You know what I mean? So we all had to have, like, different code names.
Tanya silenced somebody. You silenced somebody, Tanya?
What happened?
I don't know. She silenced somebody.
Oh, goodness.
Oh. Oh, Precious was timed out.
Oh, what happened there?
I don't know.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Talking shit.
Oh, well. It happens. Most of the time I don't notice.
Yeah.
But... Because I try to keep up with, like, everyone's comments... You know, that I know, but it's like sometimes when new people come in, I just don't see their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, Tiny says, "Be civil, please, people."
Was that?
Yeah, be civil, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they said, so I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, we don't really get shitty comments all that much, or if we do, I don't notice them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm past caring at this point. Let me see. Oracle says, oh wait, Old Restless says Tom drinks baby blood. It works for John Travolta.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I do that too, but no, I'm just kidding. I don't want to drink baby blood, gross. Oracle says, I think if you're happy and content with yourself, you're always going to be attractive. Yeah, I mean, honestly, confidence is very attractive, and because that leads to, if you kind of look good or you're happy with how you look, then that's going to make you more confident, which is going to make you more attractive to other people. It's just kind of like a thing, you know.
I've said it a million times. If you're a dude over fucking 35, man, go on test. That'll fucking help you the rest of your life. You start off small. Yeah, and it'll keep you with a positive mindset. Just, man, you hit fucking male menopause, you're gonna get negative like a motherfucker. I was like, fuck it, I'm dying anyway.
Yeah, you used to say that all the time.
I get real fucking negative and shit. You're like, you don't even want to put in any effort in anything. Like, it doesn't matter. I probably only have another 30 years left anyway. That'll go by fast. You just started getting real negative. You know?
Did, yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Started shooting tests, all of a sudden, like, wait, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
Whoa, no, man. Yeah. Fucking, I got a lot left. You know, let's get to work. You know what I mean? Fucking, and you're in the gym, and fucking, then you're feeling better and looking better, and you're like, oh hell yeah, you know. And then you become Bane over.
Like you actually want to go out and do stuff.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
You know,
you're like,
you're a lot happier.
I'm fucking shit up. This is fun. Yeah. You're just a lot more positive. A lot more positive. And fucking your sex drive is a lot better when you're positive.
Well, yeah.
And it's just like. And then your woman gets happier, and then you're like, you know, yeah, let's live.
And everything,
the synergy gets a lot better.
Everything is good.
Yeah, fucking, and Klaus, I'm talking to you, bitch. Because you know we like to drink, and fucking when your testosterone levels are high, you can shake back drinking a lot easier, and you can recover from it. So you can drink.
Still get
it's
tired,
not like
but I don't.
It's not like an ordeal after the next morning. You know, you're like, oh, you know. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Because normally...
We got another super chat, by the way.
Oh, what was that?
From Zach.
It's from Zach?
He said, it weirds me out to think that in 40 or so years, all the old folks' homes are going to be full of Brittany, Skylar's, Destinies, and Brianna.
Yeah.
I'm just cracking up thinking about in 20, 30 years, like all the Gen Xers will be in the homes and we'll have like tattoos and piercings. And...
Yeah, the thing is though is that look, most of the people
I saw Social Distortion back in the day.
The thing is that the world's changed a lot. Most of the people that I know that have died in the past fucking 10 years didn't die in a home.
No.
They died in their own house.
Yeah.
Or out in a damn public, they died.
I would really rather not go.
You don't want to belong to that fucking home. No.
You know. Most people don't want to.
Most people die at home.
Yeah.
Or like our friend died a couple months back. He died at Target. He was shopping at Target and fucking went back to his car and
he was Tom's age.
He was my 56. age. Yeah, he was my age. And
I mean, at least other people were around.
He died. Yeah, he didn't. There was no convalescence.
No
convalescence.
He was just shopping.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I did what I did, what I'm doing, because I've tracked the dudes that went before me. None of those dudes died in convalescent homes. None of them.
Yeah.
They died on a spot, looking good.
That's kind of the goal.
They were strong when they died. Yeah.
You're just kind of like, you just hope you like look good, you look good, and then you're like 90 something, and then like you just drop dead one day.
That's what they did. That's what happens to
them. That's kind of the ideal, or you just die in your sleep or something.
Yeah. They're in their 70s or 80s. They look great. They're having fun. They just fucking die a heart attack.
Yeah, because heart attack will get you.
Yeah.
Or cancer will get you.
But a lot of those dudes fucking, they abused shit, and they were from an older generation, the way they ate and the way they, so the Generation X and younger will, if you do the right thing, the technology's out there, you could live a lot longer. There's no reason why you can't live to 100 and be healthy. You're not in convalescence and look great at 100.
I mean, like I said, that's what we're kind of shooting.
That's what we're shooting for. Now the thing is, though, this is what I'm telling you, young fuckers. I'm telling you, young fuckers, this, not the old fuckers. To get that result, you have to start early.
It is better too.
You can't go, well, fuck, man, I'm 70. I want to live to 90. You're already shit at 70. No, you got to go back.
I mean, but that
to
said,
40, 50.
If you have that desire, like, just do it, but like start slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really never too late to start. Yeah. Although it might be too late. Like, but you'll get more time and you'll
get a little bit more time, but you won't be at 90 strong, looking good, feeling good, and
as if you had started at 35, 40, 45.
Right. Because if you were jelly and lived your life as jelly to 70. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, now I'm going to get serious. No, it's too late.
Probably
you might buy a year or so, but you have to fucking actually start at around 35 to 45, maybe 50, depending on what.
You just have to start mitigating it.
Yeah, and then you start then. And hormone therapy and fucking diet, exercise. And if you start early, you can have good results in your 70s. And look, I'm almost 60. This ain't normal.
Well, yeah.
People, there weren't guys like me.
I'm creeping up.
There were no dudes like.
On 55,
there were no dudes like me 20 years ago. It just didn't exist.
Yeah, you didn't see it.
No.
That's what it always kind of cracks us up, like because I love movies from the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. But holy crap, like the dudes in those, they're supposed to be like fucking 30, 35, or they were 30 or 35, and I'm like, oh my god, that looks like a 55-year-old man.
Yeah.
That looks like an old man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody looks like that anymore.
There's a bunch of propaganda out there. They're saying, like, well, fucking testosterone levels have dropped in these young men, fucking, they weren't, back in the 40s and 50s, they had at least high testosterone. I don't believe that.
No, I don't either.
Because I look.
Have you seen those scrawny ass motherfuckers?
You look at scrawny. They were scrawny and malnourished.
They didn't have great nutrition. Back then.
No, and they smoked and drank.
They smoked and drank like all the time because they didn't. Oh, it's good for you.
Yeah, and they drank. They drank entire bottles of fucking pork grease.
Yeah.
Bacon grease. I drink a whole bottle of bacon.
That's not good for you.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't tougher back in the old days. No. Like I said, if you see like people back in the old days, like in movies and stuff, that were supposed to be like macho or tough guys and stuff.
Yeah, I'd fucking wipe them out.
Yeah, they just look like scrawny.
Bam. Yeah.
Yeah. They look real scrawny.
It was all just trying to look tough in the face.
Yeah.
And with your voice.
I got
crush you.
Yeah, that wasn't. And like I said, they were actors anyway, so it's just like they were just pretending.
Yeah, I'm 57. All right, I'm 5'6". I weigh 187 pounds, almost 190 pounds. I'm about 12% body fat. That in the 40s, you couldn't fight 18-year-olds or 25-year-olds with my stats. Very rare. I'm in the top 1% now. Just period. Not even throwing age into it. Incline bench press. I can incline bench press. I can do 260 pounds 3 times. And then I can do 5 sets of that. That's... And at 57, if you were to tell somebody back in the 70s that, they wouldn't believe that.
No, if you saw
they didn't have guys that old doing that.
Back then, they looked like old men.
Yeah.
And they acted like old men.
Yeah. If you went back into the medieval period or the 1700s, no fucking way.
They probably didn't live that long.
They couldn't live that much. Even the young man couldn't live that much. They just, no. The only thing that maybe would come close to that was some of the dudes in the Roman period, and those dudes worked out. The Roman gladiators and shit, pugilists. They have statues of them. What they looked like, they had bodies similar to mine. But those dudes were in their 20s, maybe early 30s, training hard, eating. They didn't last long. You can say, yeah, but that dude's 57. A Roman would go, no. A Roman trainer would go, no, that's not possible. They didn't have the technology.
We have the technology.
Biotech, bitches.
Oracle says, that's how my dad died. One day he stood up, looked puzzled, and then boom, heart attack.
Yeah.
His heart gave out.
Yeah.
That's how it happens sometimes. And honestly, that's probably one of the better ways to go. Like, you didn't have any pain or convalescence beforehand. You probably just didn't even know what hit you.
Yeah.
It's shitty for your family, obviously, because it was really sudden. But...
my granddad didn't make it to 50 on my dad's side.
That's crazy.
Late 40s. And he died of a heart attack rooting on a boxing match he was watching on TV.
He got a little too excited about it.
Yeah, he was in there going, get him, get him, get him. My grandmother says he could hear him. Down. Get him, you get him. You got him, you got him, you got him. And then he got quiet. And she didn't hear him for a while. She went down there and found him in front of television, dead.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
He was like 47.
That's
45,
fucking crazy.
47. Yeah.
I mean...
yeah.
we've
and he was an old man at 45.
Yeah,
47.
We've had friends that died way younger than they should have because of cancer. I had an uncle that died at 32 from a brain tumor, and he was like in good shape and stuff. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, you never know.
We knew a beautiful girl dead by 30.
Yeah, she was brain like 29. Brain hemorrhage.
Yeah, big old tall, pretty blonde girl.
Yep.
Looked like a Scandinavian from fucking Norway and shit, from over there hanging out with Klaus and all them. And she was super nice, goth girl, friendly, and fucking little short motherfucker we knew was dating her.
I hate that dude.
That little bitch. Can't stand that motherfucker. And I forgot her name, man. I had to dig up pictures of her.
It's Jen.
Jen, that's right. Her name was
same as mine.
Yeah, her name was Jen, yeah. And he just came up and goes, hey, Jen's dead. We're like, what? Yeah, she just died. We're like, what happened?
I mean, I knew she'd been having health problems.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was that severe.
Yeah, she went to hospital fucking having convulsions. She had a brain tumor the size of a fucking baseball.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit.
Like that happened to my uncle too when he was only 32.
You'd never know. She seemed normal.
Yeah, same. My uncle was the same.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like he wasn't fat, doing nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Good shape.
Big tall, pretty blonde girl, glasses, fucking blonde hair down to her waist, parted in the middle. Yeah, Jen.
We have some pictures of us with her somewhere, like on my Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of a shock. And like I said, our friend Kaylee died at 34.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Go to the restroom.
You know, it happens. But like I said, there's some shit you can't avoid. Obviously, you can't control everything. But you can do some shit to mitigate it. That's what we're trying to do. Let's see. Oracle says, Jenny, do you know Casbro's YouTube channel? No, I don't. I don't actually. Because she's saying, hold on, let me back up because I feel like I missed a lot of stuff. Let me see. Klaus says the cemetery is full of people thinking they had more time. Yeah, that's the thing. You never really know. And this is something that I kind of think of a lot. You know what I mean? Where it's like, man, every time thankfully I work at home, so I don't really have to commute or anything like that. Because I always kind of felt like the most common thing that you should be afraid of probably is like dying in a car accident, because that's probably the most likely thing to happen to you. And I think I got more paranoid about that after my mom was in a really bad car accident like several years ago, and she survived thankfully, but her arm and her leg were crushed. Like she still has metal things in her arms and legs, and she can walk, but she limps some. And she got hit head on. Thankfully she survived. But so I'm always kind of paranoid about that, like every time we go out, because I feel like that's kind of the most common thing.
What's that?
Like dying in a car accident. I feel like that's the most common thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you drive a lot. And I used to think about that a lot when I used to commute to work, like a couple years back, because I had to drive from here to Daytona, which was like an hour every day, like in shitty traffic and everything like that. So I'm like, oh man, please don't make me die like that. I don't really want to die like that. But, so you could go at any time. But there are things you could do to, like, up your chances. But, you're not in control of everything that happens. But you can make things... You can put the odds more in your favor, I guess, is what I'm saying. Which is what we're trying to do. Yeah, Oracle says, I'll believe there's a low testosterone problem in young men. When I hear it from an endocrinologist, too often I see a cranky old man saying it, and it's basically the latest version of kids today. Yeah, that's why I don't really put much stock in people that complain about that, because if you look back at history,
here you go.
People have been complaining about older generations for thousands of years. You can look at like fucking ancient Greek writings for real, and I'm not making it up. And they are complaining about these kids today. They don't know anything about, we were a lot tougher than they were, blah, blah, blah. It's the same fucking thing. Everybody thinks that they're better than the younger people that came behind them. And I think all it is probably is people get older. It's scary. It's alarming. You're closer to death than they are. And that is really existentially upsetting to people. I get it. But how some people deal with that is by shitting on younger people. They don't know anything. They don't know how. But I mean, I kind of laugh at like fucking boomers that like put up memes like kids today, they don't even know how to use a rotary phone or write in cursive. It's like, why the fuck would you need to know how to do that anyway? Why does that make you better?
I don't have that comment.
It's like it's way up.
About what is it? A local sports historian said what? What is it? There's a local sports medicine historian who did a rather cool study of Victorian fitness in women. A lot like yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oracle said that.
They pretty much specifically tell.
Yeah, I know all the Victorian
to make sure they keep their wives
though.
happy in bed, which is always a good idea.
I know.
I mean, that is true. You should.
I know all the Victorian shit though. Prior and after to fucking Eugen Sandow, who was into all that. The fucking weird thing about fitness in the Victorian era, they didn't really know much about biology, and they thought saw the human body as like a battery. If you used it too much, you'd wear it out.
Some people still think that.
A lot of old people still think that. Oh, you'll hurt yourself if you work out. You'll wear your joints out.
You only have so much life, like a video game,
and you're burning it up.
You're burning it up.
That's what they think.
That's not how it works, though.
Victorians kind of thought that.
I gotta pee.
No, they didn't realize it was about protein synthesis and eating, and it's like fire, and you're adding fuel to it to build. They didn't really know about that. A lot of the fucking Victorian stuff about the exercises only vaguely is kind of like aerobics. But the thing is aerobics doesn't do anything. It doesn't really do any change to the body. It would be aerobic exercises kind of a waste of time. Running is a lot better. If you want an aerobic exercise, running is a lot more effective than just doing that bullshit. The most effective when it comes to changing the human body and getting stronger and more healthy is resistance training, weight training, and it's always been that. And Eugene Sandow proved it. They didn't believe it, but he proved it. They'd see these old Roman statues, and they were saying, "Oh, it's just it's an idealistic representation of a Roman." Like they didn't actually do that. And Eugene was like, "No, I think they used resistance training." And so he did it. He'd get the measurements on those statues and do the proportions, because a lot of them were not life size; they were larger than life. He'd get the proportions right, and would start resistance training, and he was able to replicate the proportions on those Roman statues. And he says, "No, they did look like that." Because Romans had professional sports, and they had professional sports medicines and trainers, so they knew how to do that. The Romans were far more advanced than people think. They were kind of, in some ways.
I mean, they figured some shit out.
Yeah, they were ahead of like the people of the 1700s by a lot. They were on the verge.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that.
They were they were on the verge of an industrial revolution, but because they had slavery, you didn't need labor-saving devices, so that the technology they did have, they applied it to religion, which that didn't, fucking mechanical computing devices to compute where stars would be in the night sky to do a horoscope. You wasted your time with that. It was complicated, but
I mean, it's kind of a win because you sort of figured out what the stars would be. That's neat, but the reason you did it is kind of
exactly. So, but I forgot where I was going with all this for drinking, but
I don't know. I was in the bathroom for some of it, so I'm not sure.
The Victorians didn't know as much as you actually think they did. Later on, and it took a long time for people to accept that resistance training and fucking weight training is much better than aerobics when it comes to fucking changing the shape of the human body. It's better for you. Well, it's not to say that you shouldn't run or do aerobic type training. You should do both. It's called cardio. You should do both. But lifting has the highest impact on fucking body composition.
To do that. Like I said, you should do cardio too, but
yeah,
resistance does work better and in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, it's a lot more concentrated, and it will make a different style of body. You're going for power and shape. That's why animals are shaped well. They're fucking running and jumping and grabbing shit and fighting and fucking moving things out of the way. But they're really high in testosterone, a lot of hormones, and say like a horse or a lion or a leopard. Their hormonal content is high. Fucking same with other primates. Gorillas have fucking pretty high testosterone. So do sharks. And they're damn near immortal. They don't know how long a shark lives.
Yeah, I don't think they actually know. CB says, I work with a guy named Scott who died of a heart attack at age 30. Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah,
and it's not always because they're unhealthy. It's just you might have been born with a heart defect that never got found.
Yeah.
And it might decide, hey, I'm going to give out, bye. You know what I mean? And you don't know any different. That's kind of fucked up. Slick Vic, this is Victor. People would also complain about newspapers causing brain rot because people would have their face buried in the newspaper instead of socializing on the train. Which is hilarious because that's exactly what boomers complain about. Now, here's the thing. Boomers complain about, these young people, they're always on their phones and they never, because boomers are lonely, I guess, and so they go out to stores and they want to talk to fucking people, which is the worst fucking thing ever. Especially if you're just working at a store and they just come in and want to tell you about their day. They're like, bro, I'm busy. I'm at work, okay? I don't want to hear about your kid's kidney transplant, okay? So, can you tell I've worked in retail? Because I have. So there's that, but it's just, what's hilarious about that is that boomers are on their phones more than fucking anybody I've seen. You go to fucking...
They talk on it.
They talk on it, and they won't wear headphones.
No, they talk on it.
They just blare the shit. Yeah. In doctors' waiting rooms and stuff like that. They'll just watch videos full blast, man. Yeah. And you tell them to turn it down, and then they tell you you're being rude.
Yeah, they talk on it.
Or they'll talk on their phone, on speakerphone, and they're like, hey, I have an anal fistula. Did you... It's they'll do shit like that.
Well, they came from a
Holy
talking
shit.
on the phone culture. Girls talking on the phone
I
constantly.
hate talking
with each
on the
other.
phone.
And
I'm
that's
Gen X. We're
yeah.
the generation behind Boomers.
Yeah, we didn't
I
appreciate it.
fucking hate talking on the phone, and I always have. I was
Yeah.
so fucking happy when email was invented and then text, because I was like, you mean I don't have to like talk to somebody? Rad.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
The only thing that I've really noticed with the younger generation that I think is a negative is that they lack face-to-face social skills.
Well, that's just because of how they grew up, though.
Yeah. Which
they can't help
means
it.
that they tend not to have game, especially in a club. They don't have very good club awareness, or they're not great dancers, a lot of them, especially the guys. They seem to be afraid to talk to the opposite sex because they're afraid of getting fucking outed fucking online. And we didn't really have that coming up, so we don't really have that fear.
Well, I do.
You have that fear that somebody's going to out you online for talking to
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm not good at face-to-face interaction, never was. Like,
I think you are.
Even before, well, no, even before the internet.
I think you are.
It gives me a lot of anxiety, though, but that's what you don't understand.
She does well, don't believe her. She does well in the club. She's
but it's like
super...
a whole, it's very stressful for me, though. Like, I'm naturally very introverted, so that's like very stressful.
She's got so many friends.
Yeah. But the thing about it, well, alcohol facilitates a lot of that. That's why I like to drink, like, when I go out, because it, like, loosens me up some. Because when I first get there, I'm just like nobody wants to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like that still.
It's just a bad habit you have.
And I've been like that, like, my whole life.
Fucking female friends fucking glomming onto her, fucking talking to her. No, she's got a shit ton of friends. Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, though.
Yeah.
When we get real drunk, I'll just be like,
she's making out with fucking.
I love you. Making out.
She's making out with Dawn and shit.
I like girls, like, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's no shade. It's like, I love you. You're my husband.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, I kind of dig girls too.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I actually quite dig girls. I'm bisexual as fuck, so it's just kind of like.
Yeah. She'll be fucking running off and fucking one of what's his name's fucking escorts and shit. And fucking he's all pissed.
He got mad at me. And I wasn't.
And I said, what are you mad for,
man?
He
didn't get mad at me.
He's
but,
like, and I said, look, that's just hot, man. And she's not even paying. And he's like,
here's the hilarious thing.
Out.
Like he'll complain about it to you.
Yeah.
He would never complain about it to me because he likes me.
Yeah.
So it's like, so he'll complain to you about it.
Yeah.
She's gonna steal my girlfriend.
Yeah,
so that's not his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's not.
He pays her.
Yeah, that's what
he has a girlfriend.
I told him that. He says you got a girlfriend.
He has a fiance.
And I said, what are you upset for? And she said, that's not your girlfriend, man. She's staff.
Yeah,
she's staff.
He pays her.
She works for you. That's part of your staff. What are you worried about? Oh yeah.
She's awesome though. I like her.
Yeah. She's
just a person.
He was emotionally involved.
I don't care who pays who. She's just a person, and I like her. Don't get butthurt.
She's not around anymore though.
Yeah, they had a little bit. Well, I don't think they had a falling out, did they?
They did. She left her husband and got a boyfriend.
Yeah, I figured that
escort was married.
Yeah, she was.
She was married. Yep.
I mean, she was.
And she broke up with her husband and ran up for the guy.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Shit happens, man. Girl got to do what a girl got to do.
She was trying to just make it. Well, she had kids.
Yeah.
Had kids to feed.
So. That's what I mean. I don't disrespect it. You got to make money, man. Yeah. Especially if you got children.
She was a young Hispanic chick.
She's cute as shit, and she's like super, super sweet.
Yeah.
I just liked her as a person. It's like, and I think he got upset. Like I said, I only found out after that he got upset about it because he's complained to you about it. He wouldn't complain to me.
Yeah, I was holding him back. He says, no, just let it be.
He wouldn't complain to me about it.
And then he shows up with a new one from Egypt, the Egyptian girl he was telling me about. Shows up with a new one.
She was alright too.
And fucking, he introduced us, hey, how you doing? And I just walked off with her and handed her over to Jen. And I handed her over to Jen. Jen's looking like that. And I was like, no. He tried to, and she's like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, no. He tried to stop that. No, we're stealing this one too.
We're just I'm not going to steal anybody. Come on. You can't, and I think that's a dumb idea.
We were just fucking with him.
Yeah, because he got upset.
Because he gets upset when Jen steals her girlfriend's girlfriend. Hey.
Like I said,
but she's staff also.
Nobody can steal anybody. Okay, I think that's a stupid concept because maybe I'm kind of still salty about it because my ex-husband used to tell people that, like, after I left, he used to tell people, I guess to get people to feel sorry for him, that you stole me.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, you can't steal a motherfucker. Yeah. They wanted to go. They left. You know?
Yeah.
Because they found somebody they liked better. Like, I know that's hard for you to deal with. But that's what... You can't steal somebody if they don't want to go. You know?
Yeah.
If somebody tries, like, glomming onto your man or your woman or whatever, and they don't want to leave, they're not going to leave. If they want to leave, then they wanted to leave anyway. They were just looking for an opportunity. So, I don't know. Yeah, Oracle said, yeah, exactly. Oracle says, talking as if people can be stolen is treating people as things. Yeah, that's what I always thought. Like, it's an object.
Yeah.
I was like, you're taking that person's agency away.
Yeah.
And that made me even madder. Like, after I found out through the grapevine that my ex-husband was saying that, I was like, so he thinks I don't have, like, agency of my own? That I just wanted to leave? Like, maybe because he was
They were on the outs anyway.
Or he wasn't doing what I wanted him to do?
They were on the outs anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I didn't cheat on him.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No.
So, he thinks I did, but I didn't.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
He's just trying to make himself look like a good guy.
Yeah, and well, the thing about it later, and like I said, I don't have any animosity toward him, really.
Yeah.
I haven't seen or heard from him for fucking years.
He fucked off back to fucking Wales.
He went to back home, to the UK. So, and I haven't seen or heard from him since then. I haven't heard a single peep. He could be dead for all I know. I don't know.
He's not.
I mean, probably not, but I don't know. I just don't think about it. It's just, it's a past, and I don't really.
He didn't adapt well. He didn't adapt well to Florida.
I know.
He just went back home.
He did like it here, but I feel like I had to do a lot for him. Like, he couldn't really figure out
the system.
I had to help him get jobs, and which I don't mind helping people. I don't. But up to a point, like, you're a grown ass adult.
Yeah.
You know, you can figure some shit out on your own. Don't dump everything on me.
Yeah.
You know, because we both had full-time jobs. We both were busy. It's like, don't leave all of that shit to me because you don't want to do it. Because, they won't understand my accent, or, they won't do this. You have to do it. You have to call the repair people. You have to do this. You have to do that. So I had to do everything. Like, that was always, like, the fucking excuse.
Yeah.
And it got old.
Yeah.
Got old. That wasn't the only reason, but it got old.
Klaus and Tanya and they were talking about Precious. Now, Precious has left the building. I don't.
What was that person's?
I don't know. Just weird
deal. I didn't really see much of anything that they posted because I don't know who they are, so I wasn't reading.
It's just nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Nonsense in German.
Oh, okay. Because some people, it's weird because some people come in, maybe they're high or already drunk or something.
We've had some of them come in. They just got to be high, or
because they're just saying like random ass shit. I don't know if they think that it's insulting or it's like, bro, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. One of them came
in. I think he was drunk because he was talking about things we weren't even talking about, and just reacting to things that like.
I remember that guy.
Remember that guy? Oh, that's how it is now. Oh, yeah.
You're like,
what?
Huh? Who are you talking to?
Yeah. Here's something that, you know, if you're listening to the show, you know. There's a delay from...
It's 5 seconds.
It's a 5-second delay.
I think it's 5 seconds.
When you type something in to the stream and we see it, a lot of times we don't have the context because we've moved on, so we don't know exactly what you're referring to.
5 seconds is a long time.
It's a long time. And
for ADD motherfuckers.
So when you do say something, make sure you have enough information in the comments so we know what it is you're talking about.
So we know what you're talking about.
Because
most of the time I know, like most of the time I have better than goldfish memory. I like to think.
Yeah.
So it's like if we were talking about something a minute ago and you commented on it, I'll remember that. But sometimes people come in, and we've had this happen, and it seemed like that's what happened with that dude. They just come in and start... Remember that dude that came in? I think he was British, maybe. And he just came in and he was having a conversation with
himself. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Himself?
Yeah, that's
a ghost? I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to, and what are you talking about? I have no fucking idea.
No, I think some people,
so I just ignored it.
I think some people's delays are a lot longer than 5 seconds.
Maybe.
Like I think some people are maybe like 15 seconds behind, 30 seconds behind, and it takes them a while to type it, too.
Yeah. And then by the time we
see it, I'll be
like,
and a lot of times we're not seeing the stream in live time. We have to go back and look at what's been said.
Because sometimes if a lot of people comment, then I have to keep going back and like.
Yeah, we're like, oh, this is something that we were talking about that like 4 or 5 minutes ago. I think, you know.
Like the drunker we get, like the less, the more like short term our memory becomes.
Everybody's welcome to comment and fucking ask questions and shit. Just it has to make sense, and we have.
As long as we know what you're talking about. Like I said, you guys we're not talking to you guys, but like
the regulars all know.
Every now and then, like that person, because like I saw some of their comments, I'm like, the fuck are they talking about? It wasn't.
It might have been a regular with a fake name too.
It wasn't as weird as that other guy. Who just came in randomly and was just like saying random shit, and I'm like, "Are you all right? Are you having a stroke?" Or I don't really know what's.
I think that dude was just super drunk.
Maybe it's like he just seemed to be commenting on stuff we weren't talking about, and I was like, he just seemed to have
and we don't
be having a conversation with someone that wasn't us.
And the way the controls are for the channel, we can't block people.
Well, I can't from here anymore.
No, you can't at all. They can see.
Yeah.
It's just that they're hidden from channel, which means that they can still watch. That way we can get the credits for them watching. And they can post, but nobody sees it.
But nobody sees it because no one cares.
See it. Yeah. They're hidden from the channel.
Dumbass. Especially if it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
I will just kind of glance at it and be like, the fuck are you talking about? And then I will move on.
The moderators are welcome to hide people if it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really... If it's not like a regular, I don't...
if it's not a regular...
I don't give a fuck about those people.
This channel from day one was never intended to be for mass appeal. We said this is just going to be like a small group that know what we're talking about. That we knew we were talking about, kind of like online buddies. That was all it was supposed to be.
Like, we make a slight amount of money from this channel, but not a lot.
No.
You know, which is nice.
It's mostly just street credit.
Even if we made zero, we would still do it.
You make only a couple hundred off this.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's like, it depends on the month.
Depends on the month, depends on the super chats.
But like, we didn't start it for that.
Yeah.
And I still don't do it for that. Like, I have a job. Tom is retired and gets a pension.
Don't need money.
So we don't really need it. I mean, money's nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I don't make a fuck ton of money. I'm just saying that I have a job. He has money, and it's like we don't.
Yeah, see, do it for that. This is the thing. I'm American. All right, we spend money we don't have. Everything here is credit system. What your credit rating's like. So I got this house, and I got all this fucking equity built up in the house. All right, and then you can sell the house and make money buying and selling houses,
which we might eventually.
Which you can never really do in Europe.
But we'll see.
But. We might just stay here.
We'll see how shit goes. I mean, we've only been in this house for, 3 years?
3 or 4 years, but we have a lot of equity in it. And the property of the house went up.
It went way up, yeah.
So I've already fucking made about $125,000.
Yeah, I think the value has gone up that much. Just in the 3 years that we've owned it.
So when I don't pay rent, we pay the mortgage.
Yeah.
And the money doesn't go away. It goes to the fucking...
And we've also paid to get the air conditioners redone and the kitchen redone.
And a new fucking... And you can do that.
The roof redone.
You can do that because the house has equity in it, so you can make a loan on the equity. And the house is a good...
Tom's got way better credit.
So you don't spend your money, you spend the bank's money. So the bank is investing in this.
That's kind of how you do it.
Because the property value is going up because everybody's moving to Florida. Millions of people are moving here from New York. So this is a big fucking house. So and instead of paying rent and flushing the money down a toilet, it's going to equity in this home.
Because we did pay rent on a house for like 10 years.
Yeah, and flushed all that money down the toilet because I fucking...
Although it wasn't
10 years we would have owned fucking
It wasn't a waste though, because at least the people that owned that house sold us this one and gave us a good deal on it. Because they owned this one as well.
Yeah, yeah. And there used to be like 6 people living in this house. And dudes, and they fucking fucked it up. So
it wasn't that bad when we
wasn't that bad, but no, the paint is terrible. I got to paint more rooms in here.
Yeah.
The new kitchen's looking beautiful. That'll be done in a few weeks.
It looks so good.
They're doing it little by little.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the major shit is done.
I might have that cooking show because that's a professional kitchen.
Like I said, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
I've told him for a long time. A lot of people have, because that's why we did the cookbook back in the day, because we were always talking about food. And so they were like, why don't you do a cooking show? And I was like, the kitchen's kind of shitty looking and blah, blah, blah. But now, when they're done with the kitchen, it's probably only going to be a couple more weeks, I think. Like I said, the dude can only come on the weekends because he has another job. But it's almost done. I think there's only like a couple more cabinets and shit he's got to do. But like the dishwasher's hooked up, the sink is hooked up, everything's hooked up. It looks fantastic. They put new flooring in and everything. It looks really good. And I told him, I'm like, especially during these trying economic times, I said it'd probably be good to do like some channels that I like that are people being like, hey, here's how to make good food from like cheap ass ingredients from like Dollar General. And we have a Dollar General like literally right next door. It's like within walking distance. And I was like, you should go. I said, I'll film you going to Dollar General and like buying the ingredients. And like, is Stu here? I don't think he's here yet. Our friend Stu, who is in the chat sometimes, works over there because we see him all the time. And I was like, we could film you buying the ingredients, and then we'd come home and I'll film you like cooking the shit in the kitchen, and we could post that like on another. Because remember, for a little while, we did. We had another playlist. What the fuck did I call it? I don't even remember now. But like we kind of had like cooking tips and stuff like that. And we did that for a little while, and then we just ran out of ideas. So we just stopped doing it.
We forgot about it.
Yeah. But I think that would be good. I think we should probably do something like that. Because you love to cook. So... And you always... To be honest, you always kind of... Because I'm not a big... I can cook enough to like feed myself if I was alone, but I don't enjoy it. Tom seems to enjoy it, and he's real creative.
Yeah,
like he will take some shit. He's like, I found some shit that was in our pantry from like we probably should eat it because it's old, and he will make like the most delightful. And I was like, how the fuck did you even think of that?
Yeah, fucking. Tanya Klaus told me, saying, you kidding me? Buying and selling houses is a big deal in Norway. Yeah, it probably is in Norway. I was actually based upon some of the British guys that have YouTube channels that have moved here. And the shit that they've said. They said that one guy moved here, he was a young British guy, maybe about 30. And he was a truck driver. And he became a truck driver here. Long haul truck driver. He started making a bunch of money. And he decided he was going to stay here. And he said the biggest difference was the access to the credit system. Says it was a lot harder in England to buy a house on credit, and just the way that the system worked there. Because he had that set income, and he had decent credit because of his work history, and the way he started it with his bank to build his credit up. You can buy a house here and use the house as the collateral for the credit.
Yeah.
And you don't own the house. But they're saying, okay, you want to buy this $250,000 house? That house is worth $250,000. So we'll give you a $250,000 credit line using the house as interest. And then fucking this is how much you're going to pay us. So he was able to buy houses here in the United States that he couldn't buy in England. And you don't ever really have to pay the house off. That's the thing. That's the thinking. Doesn't matter if it's a 40 or 50 year loan.
As long as they make all their money off you.
As long as they make all their money off you.
And the interest, they really don't get it.
Because the bank knows that if you default on that loan, they get that house, and they know what the value of that house is.
They can just resell it.
They'll just resell that house. They don't fucking care. And then you, as the dude who bought the house using the bank's money, as long as you're paying that mortgage, it goes into collateral, a percentage of the house that you own. Well, that percentage of the house that you own can then again be made. You can now take a loan out on that.
On that, yeah.
Because you own 10% of this house. And it's a $450,000 house. Okay, yeah, here's $30,000. Redo the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of thinking, well, if you sell it again, like
you sell it again, now it's got a better house, so the house is now appraised for a fucking
because you're improving it.
You're improving the house. So most business here, it's not like Japan where everything's done in cash out of your fucking bank account. Everything, all business is conducted by the amount of money you can borrow, and you're using credit, and it's the bank's money. And then, the more debt you have into the bank, the less the bank wants to see you fail, so you can use your debt as leverage against the bank. Look, fucking, I owe you $700,000, and fucking, if I default on this loan, you'll lose $200,000. So, to keep me afloat, because my business sucks, loan me $100,000 to get me through the fucking year.
A lot of times they will. I mean, it depends. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Depends on what the economy is like.
Depends on what the economy's like.
Sometimes they'll do that, and sometimes they won't.
Yeah. So it's just high-level white boy skills dealing with the fucking bank.
Honestly, it's better to probably just like buy as much shit on credit as you want.
Yeah, and then you start using that. Credit is more powerful than cash because the bank.
Now, I don't cry about banks not getting their money. They have all the money.
They have all the money, but they don't want to lose all the money, so you're using it as leverage. The dude that I was telling you about,
I'll take all the money I can get.
Scott, the guy that shows up with the escorts, he's got all the girlfriend. He owns a fucking bar down in fucking downtown Sanford.
In Sanford, yeah.
Sees several million in debt. He had nothing.
Yeah.
But he owns a several $1 million bar. It's fucking beautiful.
It's really nice.
He will never pay that fucking.
But he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He just keeps borrowing money.
That's just what he wanted.
Money.
He wanted to open a bar, and his credit was good. So
he controls it, but in the way, the bank owns it.
Yeah.
And if he ever defaults or if he dies, the bank doesn't care because they get all that. So you're...
Like I said, the banks can't lose. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for the banks or, I'm not paying them and shit like that. Fuck that. They got all the money.
They know the properties
they got all the money.
They know the properties that they have bought using your name.
Yeah.
Because really they're just using your name to buy a property. Yeah. That's all they're doing.
We should probably go to his bar one of these days.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, I saw it because I did all before he opened.
Yeah,
I went to it before it opened because I was doing like all the posters for the opening and stuff, and like I went there and I met the manager and all this other stuff, and he was telling me what he wanted. It's called the Capitol Room, and the theme of it was like old school, like robber barons. They wanted like old school, like tacky not tacky, but like old school, like great Gatsby type shit.
Yeah.
Like he wanted it to look like that because it was kind of a higher end. But he's always inviting us to go when we have it, and it's only like a block or two from Mannequins actually. Yeah. Because downtown Sanford is not big; it's just like a few blocks. Yeah. But it's pretty cool down there.
Plus, it's the same system in Norway. Okay.
Yeah. Same thing.
That's what we're doing here.
Oracle says, I've cooked several things from the cookbook, and they've all been delicious.
Thank you.
And he said, I think my favorite of Tom's recipes is the Thai chicken curry with the peanut sauce.
Yeah.
That's honestly one of my favorite things. Yeah. I mean, he makes so many good things, but that's one of my favorite things.
And I'm glad to have taught you how to make Brazilian cream-style corn.
And that's always a big hit, like every Thanksgiving.
That's her Thanksgiving dish. Yeah, hell yeah. We have cream-style corn in the United States.
Yeah.
When I was in Brazil, they do it right.
The Brazilian one is like way better.
It's whole kernels of corn in a creamy sauce.
Way better.
And it's sweet. And it's really good.
We make it every Thanksgiving.
Every Thanksgiving.
It's
one of my fucking favorite fucking Thanksgiving sides.
So good. That's so good. But yeah, I really do feel I really do encourage you to do the cooking show. I think we should do. I mean, you could do like a higher end one too, because we have a Publix right down the street too. So you could do like a Publix one, like if you have more money. But it's like if you don't have any money, then it's like here's how to make some good shit with just the crap they have in Dollar General.
Yeah.
Because you made some really good shit with that.
Yeah. Klaus said he wanted to ask me if we could talk about Tony. Yeah, we can talk about Tony. He asked me a question.
Wait, Tony the movie?
No, he's talking about Tony.
Or Tony,
he's talking
like
about the Poltergeist.
like The Shining.
I think
Tony?
he's talking about the Poltergeist. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think he was the one that asked me about that movie, Tony.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't seen yet.
Okay, well, okay, I don't know.
It's on my list.
Is that something from? There's a Poltergeist.
It's like a British like serial killer movie.
Okay. All right.
I just still haven't watched it yet. It's on my list, but I haven't watched it yet. So I don't know if he's talking about that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Klaus is laughing.
Creamed onions. That sounds good.
Oh, that does sound.
That sounds good. Yeah.
You guys are making me hungry.
Yeah.
Even though we've eaten a sufficient amount today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I do Indian food too, Klaus.
He makes the best Indian food, you guys.
Yeah, my shit's all hygienic too. all American components. Although I do get my spices from fucking House of Spices, which is an Indian
market,
Indian Pakistani fucking supplier there. Fucking to get the spices there. Yeah,
that's a cool ass place.
That's
I
like
that. It's a little bitty grocery store.
Grocery store, yeah. You can get big bags of turmeric and big bags of fucking
Lake Mary.
Yeah,
I think it's in Lake Mary.
Yeah, get big bags of fucking garam masala. It's already pre-mixed. Some people make their own garam masala, which I haven't done that in a while. You can go back because there's like family recipes for that.
Yeah, because it's different proportions of the spices and stuff.
I make my own yogurt here out of fucking Instapot.
Yeah. The Instapot is like pretty cool, actually.
I haven't tried to make paneer. There's recipes for it.
We keep saying we're gonna
keep saying we'll make it. I never get around to making it.
Because man, I love
paneer,
and I love paneer dishes.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we go to there's an Indian restaurant in, I guess that's Lake Mary, right? Like it's by the Sam's.
Yeah.
It's called the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
And they almost always have like a paneer tikka.
Yeah.
That's really fucking good. It's really good.
We haven't been in a while. We should go to that shit.
Maybe we'll go tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
We're not going out.
We're not going out
tomorrow night, so might as well spend some money somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's talking about that movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we hadn't seen it.
See, I knew what we were doing. It's on my list, seriously. I know, I say that every time.
Yeah, they're talking about the fucking peanut satay. Yeah, chicken satay with peanut sauce. Yeah.
I love Thai food. If somebody asked me...
We got a really good Thai restaurant up here in Mount Dora.
In Mount Dora, which is, about 8 miles from us.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool little downtown area with like the little antique shops and shit.
Yeah, Mount Dora's a little British colony town.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Ago, before the United States. It's been there since probably 1600s, 1500s.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, and every weekend it's super crowded, like, because people just go and like hang out, But they have a really good Thai restaurant there called, I think it's called JK's Garden or something like that.
Yeah, something out of the garden.
And it's like one of the best.
I just know where it is. I forgot what it's called.
Restaurants.
Yeah. And
it doesn't look like they have it's like 2 parts, and there's like this part is like sushi.
Yeah.
And then this part over here is Thai. Like you can get sushi over here too, but
they had a British pub there that was good, but it's gone. They moved.
Magical Meat Boutique. Ooh, that's what I was gonna tell you. I was looking up because you were saying, man, we need to find something to do tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Down in Mount Dora tomorrow night. There's like a little theater thing there.
Yeah. And
they're showing the silent Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
They have a full bar, and they have food from Magical Meat Boutique.
Yeah.
And it's $12.
Okay.
But it's like, I'm sure you have to pay extra, like for the booze and the food and everything.
What time does it start?
I don't know. I have to look. I just happened to see it on Facebook events. I was like, that sounds.
All right, we'll find out.
That sounds kind of fun, actually.
Find out more about it. We might be able to do that.
It's a fundraiser for. There's a little theater down there called the Princess Theater, and they're trying to like renovate it.
We're gonna go goth.
So if you want,
okay.
But they're trying to raise money to renovate it.
All right.
And so they're having this little event, and they're showing the original Phantom of the Opera, and I was like, that sounds kind of fun, actually. So we might do that. Because like I said, Mount Dora is not far. And Magical Meat Boutique, I don't know where they moved to. I wanted to go there for my birthday. Because it's a British pub. And it was in Mount Dora. And we've been there a couple times before. And I was going to go there for my birthday. And then we drove there. And then they had moved. Like literally like 2 days before. And I was like, well shit. We're already down here. And it was a work day. And I was like, ugh. Okay, we'll just find someplace else to eat down here. Because I can't, drive around all day. Because I got shit to do. So we can do that. But it's like, I don't know where I don't think they moved that far. But they are catering this event, I heard. So, I don't know. I thought that sounded kind of fun. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Because we can't go to Barbarella. Can't go dancing to the 80s music, so. Let's see. Klaus says, okay, see y'all in Mount Dora. Let's see. I mean, if you guys want to fly over here. It's just, because he asked me, he's like, man, what are we going to do? Like, Saturday night, there's nothing to do. So I looked on events, and I was like, man, everything sounded kind of lame. I was like, man, that's dumb. And then I was like, ooh, Phantom of the Opera, like the silent Phantom of the Opera. They're showing it, like on the, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Full bar, and Magical Meat Boutique is like having the food. Okay. That sounds like some fun shit. We'll see. We might go, we might not. We'll see. We'll see how we feel tomorrow. But, Klaus is laughing at, or somebody's laughing at Magical Meat Boutique. Yeah, I always thought that was, like, super funny. Like, I don't remember where they moved to. But it's been there. It was in Mount Dora for, like, forever. Because we ate there several times. And then we drove down there for my birthday in end of September, and it was gone. Like, they had moved to another location. And I was like, well, fuck that. But, man, it was just like a little British pub. They had a full bar. They had pasties. They had all the shit, like, you know what I mean? And the food there is really good. Like, their fish and chips are amazing.
Desolate One says that fucking Magical Meat Boutique sounds like a fetish club. It does.
It does.
I don't know who fucking... That British chick named it. It's run by a British woman who married an American guy.
Yeah.
And she's loud and tattooed and fun.
Yeah, she's...
How you doing, yeah?
She's funny.
Yeah, and she's, and had real good fish and chips.
Their food's good.
I went there for fish and chips, really. And Jim was getting the little fucking pasties, that little meat pie thing.
I actually got, one time I got shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
And I think one time I got pasties. And it was really, really good.
Yeah, it is. She said it was authentic. She said that's what it's like.
That's exactly what it was like over there.
And they'd have fucking HP sauce and shit.
Yeah, they got all, it's very much like a British pub. They always have like the soccer on and everything like that.
She said it's just like the real thing.
Just
to me, I thought a lot of that was bland. The fish and chips was good though.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it's kind of bland for my taste, but I like fish and chips.
I do too.
Yeah, but the pasty, the meat pie, I was like, yeah, okay. But it's kind of like old people food. It's like some shit my grandparents would eat.
I mean, I like it every now and then.
Yeah.
But I know where you're coming from though.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's too white because that's like you're saying it's like it's this bad. It's just that it's
well.
I grew up in America and in South America also, and been all over in Korea and shit. So I'm used to a lot of powerful flavors and spices, and it kind of reminded me of something that
Midwesterners.
Midwestern, like something you'd eat in Michigan.
I was gonna say.
Although Michigan has, I got grabbers here. Michigan has some good shit, man. But it's ethnic. They have fucking like paprikash. Paprikash. Which is fucking really good. That's Slavic food. All right.
That's probably my second favorite of all.
Yeah, paprikash, chicken paprikash. Detroit pizza is good. It's square. It's different. It's every big American city kind of has a slight different take on pizza. What else did they have? They had those pierogies.
Okay, now pierogies are
pierogies.
Good.
They were good.
I'll eat
you had Greek food like gyros, but that's not really Michigan. I mean, it's in Michigan, but I would say that the Slavic food.
You can get gyros here too.
Yeah, Michigan is kind of like America's closest thing to say like fucking. That's our version of fucking Siberia. It's fucking cold and snowy.
Yeah,
and that's where the Tankograd or fucking all Detroit was, where they were making all these fucking machines, you know. And the white people there tended to be Scandinavian.
Yeah.
And Slavic.
Yeah.
They're like Czechs, Czechoslovakians and shit.
Germans.
Lots of those.
All that, yeah.
And Poles. And so you had a lot of like Czechoslovakian or Slavic and Polish type food.
Yeah. And
stuff that Scandinavians would eat. We had our friend here, fucking Sophie. You look at her, she looks like she just stepped out of fucking Sweden or something.
Yeah, she's Scandinavian.
Scandinavian looking as hell.
That's what maybe people from other countries don't know, but like people in the American Midwest are very Scandinavian.
Yeah, they're real Scandinavian looking.
Yeah, because that's where they came from. That's where their ancestors were from.
Yeah, that was where the ethnic groups from Scandinavia.
So there's a lot of Scandinavian, German kind of influence in those areas.
Well, they were used to that kind of climate. So, you know, it was a good place. That was normal for them.
Because the American Midwest, especially the upper Midwest, holy shit, that is cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Cold.
And there was opportunities there, you know, fucking in industry, so that's where they went. And, yeah. Although, you know, once the car industry went away, Michigan kind of wasn't as vibrant, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people
moved. Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, you had to.
It's now become part of what's called the Rust Belt.
People got to make money.
Yeah.
And if you can't make money, you got to leave and find somewhere you can make money. Camp Guy says, best fish and chips, the guy would coat and dunk the fish, and when he dropped it into the oil, he would get a small dipper off the batter and then drop it down in the oil on top of the fish. Yeah, they used to do that a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
I will eat fish and chips. Here's the weird thing. When I was in the UK for months at a time, I feel like I ate fish and chips like 2 meals a day at least, which is, you know, fried food. It's probably not great for you, but I lost so much fucking weight when I lived over there. I guess it was all the walking, because I walked everywhere. I didn't have a car.
Tanya's asked me, you sure they're not Irish? No, they're Scandinavian.
Yeah, American Midwest is very, very Scandinavian. Yeah. There's a huge Scandinavian influence.
Yeah.
German, Scandinavian.
Yeah.
A lot of the food.
Czech.
And there's kind of like jokes about Midwesterners like not being able to handle anything like spicy or anything like that. It's like that's kind of gone by the wayside now, but I think that was kind of like the big thing. Yeah. Like people used to make fun of Midwesterners for just like these like the pepper was like too strong for them.
Pepper too spicy, yeah.
Yeah, it was too spicy.
They were kind of like Swedes, the Danish, you know, probably Norwegians too, you know.
Yeah,
They were just a Nordic people, but they became Americanized and they bred in with like a Slavic type people, most Czechoslovakian people and Poles, a lot of people from Poland, and some Germans. So, you know, they don't have the same language or anything, but you know, that's why all their hockey and fucking football teams all have something to do with Vikings and shit like that. You know, they were all into that.
But here's the thing, like, because the United States is in such close proximity to Mexico and Central and South America, that food kind of infiltrated into most of the United States. So most U.S. people are real into like Mexican food and that kind of like spicy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those were considered to be foreign foods of my grandparents.
Yeah, well, I remember when Italian food
was considered to be a foreign food,
which is hilarious to think about nowadays. But yeah, when I was growing up, like Italian food, like if you look in like the old cookbooks, like they acted like Italian food was like some weird
She's asking about the Irish, though. The Irish have a lot of different enclaves. They're in different cities. You know, like they have a fucking Irish enclave in Boston, and they used to have one in New York.
Up, like northeast, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. But the home base, though, the mother lode of the Irish are actually ended up in Appalachia. All right, and it was people from Ireland and Scotland, and they bred in with one another, and they became an ethnic group that me and Jen are a part of. They're called the Scots-Irish, and they became Americanized. They took English names, and they spread throughout the South. But Appalachia is where it started in the United States, because there were waves of immigration that came in, you know, over centuries. But your basic redneck is Scotch-Irish. Now, there was some German influence in there. And there was also not really strangely, I guess, but Mexican and French and Spanish. Because the South was owned by Spain and then France and then the United States. So it changed hands. But there were also always Mexicans here and Native Americans, you know, which they're related to. Even though the Native Americans, people we called Indians, weren't all the same race. They were different ethnic groups. And some of them were evidently kind of like Clovis people up in Canada and went all the way down. So some of them walked here from Europe and some of them walked here from Asia. Human beings didn't come from the American continent. There weren't any here up until basically recently. I think it was 20,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Was when the first skeletons you find.
Maybe not even that long.
Maybe
yeah, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, the oldest
fairly
skeleton
recently
I'm aware of was found outside Mexico City, and it was a white person from about 20,000, 15,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody that looked like they came from Ireland. They were walking across ice sheets during the ice ages.
Yep.
Coming in here. So there was no indigenous people, really. People have been coming here off and on for 20,000 years. In successive waves.
Just walking
breeding
around.
in. And you go into South America, the Toltec statues, we don't know what the Toltec actually look like, but you look at them statues and the way they're carved, you could probably do DNA analysis, but I guarantee you, them Toltecs were Polynesian.
Probably.
Because you go up to fucking the island with the damn Easter Island with those fucking heads and shit. That's off the coast of fucking Chile. And that's Polynesian people come from those islands. Because those Polynesians were fucking some of the world's greatest seafaring people. They were doing it without sails. Doing it just rowing.
They were on islands.
And they would go from one island to the next. They knew how to read waves.
Sure.
And, you know, they'd get lost and they'd end up in the fucking blowing up on the fucking coast of fucking, where the fuck is this? And this is thousands of years ago, you know? So I think a lot of the Toltec people and a lot of the Mesoamerican people had a heavy Polynesian influence to them. And then you had the Chinese influence people coming in.
Yeah,
and you had Irish people and European people walking in across ice sheets. So nobody's from here. All this shit about indigenous shit and that. There were no indigenous people to the American continent.
I mean,
everybody walked here.
I mean,
or came here on a boat.
Going back far enough. Everybody.
You go back 20,000 years, there were no humans here.
No.
And it's because a human couldn't live here 20,000 years ago. It had something here called the short-faced bear. It was a bear that was fucking evil, and it was just bigger than a horse. And humans didn't have technology to defend themselves against a short-faced bear. They'd kill you.
They have a skeleton in one of those at the museum I went to all the time.
Human skeletons start appearing here in the fossil record at around the same time short-faced bears disappear. As long as that bear was here, there were no humans.
They're like, yeah, no thanks.
But I think that bear was so good that it ate itself into extinction because if a generalist is real good at manipulating its environment, and that's what a bear is, it's a generalist.
Mm-hmm.
It can do everything. Usually what they tend to do is they tend to deplete their food source. And then they starve out. And that's probably what happened. Or and the ones that survived ended up being things like fucking Kodiak and fucking Grizzly.
Yeah, we still got those, but
yeah, those are around, but those are chilled out bears compared to the short-faced bear, evidently.
Yeah, they were supposedly dicks.
Dicks, and evidently they could run fast, faster than a horse, and they could fucking tear a human apart, and there was just no defense against one. Not until, humans couldn't live here until those disappeared. And they lived up north, and to get here you had to come across ice sheets in the north to get past Canada.
Yeah.
So you weren't going to get past those bears. Statistically.
Yeah, so there's like a whole ass continent down here.
Yeah. Short-faced bear made a polar bear look like a pussy. And a polar bear will hunt you down for fucking miles and miles and miles. They'll fucking follow you for weeks.
Yeah, polar bears are no joke.
So I would imagine that short-faced bear, once it got a scent of you, it just followed your party and ate you one at a time until your traveling party was depleted. Like a shark on a big ocean.
Yeah.
So, it was dangerous back then.
like Jaws from Jaws 4, where he
on the land,
where he was actually
a land
targeting
shark.
the actual family of Sheriff Brody.
Yeah, it was coming back for Sheriff Brody
because it knew it was like taking revenge.
Yeah, bears are.
They even called it Jaws 4: The Revenge.
And bears are not stupid.
Well, that's the thing. Like mammals in general are not stupid. They remember stuff.
Bears can open doors.
Open doors.
They can open a car door.
They can open a car door.
They remember.
I don't know if they could drive, but it wouldn't shock me.
You can come home and find a bear in your fucking kitchen on its belly with all the food out of your refrigerator on its belly, and it sees you and it goes, "Hey, come have some of this." It'll try to share.
I found all this food.
Look, I found it. It'll try to share your food with it. Come on, man. Come on, let's eat.
That'd be so cool.
People got it on their phone.
I'd be like, all right. I'm going to make a sandwich. You want a sandwich?
People have fucking recorded that on their phone. The bear on its back going, look at all this shit. Come on. Look at all this. Come have some of this. They're trying to be your friend.
I discovered a bounty.
Yeah, I discovered all this food. We'll share it in your house. Yeah.
I mean, they don't. I think they don't know that it's your house.
I think they know it's your house because they
can probably smell
the smell. They know it's your house, but they're just trying to like.
They're trying to
share it. Hey, I'm your friend. Let's share.
Yeah, let's share.
Let's share your shit.
Yeah.
Your stuff. We're gonna share it.
Which honestly,
I'm your friend.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
I would probably just be like.
It's black bear doing that.
Okay.
It's not grizz, but the black bear they try to.
Well, yeah, a grizzly bear probably just tears.
Grizzly bear might just fucking attack you.
But black bears are pretty
friendly,
chill.
Yeah, they're kind of friendly. Although a lot of people have been killed by black bear.
Well, they do attack sometimes, but usually there's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
Like usually it's like somebody was fucking with their babies or somebody surprised them or
they're
something.
They're actually not even all that.
They're not aggressive. They're not aggressive.
People have been killed by black bear, but it's been some kind of circumstance where it was that particular bear because they're a complicated creature like a human. Not all humans are good. You got serial killers and shit.
And it's the same thing.
It's the same kind of deal.
Bears.
And
like
they
some
remember.
Of them are dicks and some of them are fine.
And well, I think
got
a lot
a super chat.
A lot
There's
of
Stu.
Hey, what's up, Stu?
We wondered where you were. I saw you outside earlier today, Tom. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Oh, he's stalking you.
No, he probably drove by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you were out working
because I kept going out there checking the fucking mail.
Oh, that's right.
Expecting a shipment. But the bears, black bear, they have a good understanding and a good awareness, and they have good memory. And I think what happens is that people have harmed bears.
Yeah.
Where like maybe a bear saw one of its friends get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Or possibly shot. So humans are associated with, hey, they do bad things to us.
Yeah, they suck.
So then it sees a person and he goes, that's one of those things killed my friend.
Yeah, which like
they're not stupid.
No, they're not. I get it.
And I've seen videos of dudes shooting black bear from up in a tree, and there'd be other bears around, and they shoot the bear, and the bear goes, ah, screams and hits him.
Yeah.
And fucking, I'm like, Man, that kind of sucks because are you going to eat that bear?
No.
Because bear is tough. I mean, people have eaten it. It's not very good.
Because look, man, like the neighborhood we used to live in.
Yeah.
In Sanford. Somebody they didn't get killed by a black bear. But I don't think it was our neighborhood. I think it was an adjoining neighborhood. Or a close by one.
No, it was our neighborhood.
Was it? Okay.
The woman that got knocked out of the way.
She didn't get killed or nothing. She got, like, the bear kind of knocked her out of the way and, like, dragged her a little while. It didn't kill her. Like, she was hurt a little bit.
This is what happened.
She didn't die or nothing.
This is what happened. She parked her car into her garage and left her garage door open. In between the wall of her garage and the car, at the back of her garage, she had a garbage can.
Yeah.
She came out of the door of the house and went into the garage, and that trapped the bear.
Yeah. Who was going through her garbage can, right?
Yeah. The bear was in the garbage can, couldn't jump over the car, and wanted to run out of the garage.
Yeah, because it was like,
she was in the way.
Busted, yeah.
So it ran towards her, grabbed her, and drug her a little bit, and like 4 or 5 feet, let go of her, and then ran out of
Yeah, it wasn't trying to hurt her.
No,
it was just like, oh shit, I got busted, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, it didn't do anything to her.
It didn't. She didn't die or nothing.
She was from India. Okay, because she was like with the wife of one of the IT guys, the H-1B visa IT people. She calls the police. Police call animal control. Animal control comes in and says there's too many bears in this area. They killed like 12 bears.
Yeah.
Over that shit. And there was an uproar in the neighborhood. They were like...
Yeah, but it was like, what the fuck, man?
Because they were everywhere. We
used to see bears all the time. Like, they don't hurt anybody.
We used to pull up into our driveway, and we're not in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it was like just a suburban neighborhood.
Suburban. And you go like, how could that be? Because this is fucking Florida. Florida was a swamp. And we encroached into their territory.
Yeah, they lived here before us.
Yeah, and bears, black bear are not, and no bear actually is an apex predator. They're not predators. They're what's called generalists. They're a scavenger.
Yeah, largely. They'll just go through your trash.
They'll hunt fish. They'll eat berries. They'll find stuff. They'll fucking attack a wild pig. If they can grab a deer, they'll get that. But they tend to take the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
If there's a juicy garbage, they'll eat that.
They'll just go through your garbage.
They're like, oh, free food.
Many times, you will wake up, you put the garbage out the night before, and your garbage is all spread across the street.
Yeah, and all the good stuff's gone.
And all the bears have
because the bears ate it.
Yeah.
So
I don't begrudge
it. They're not fighters. Black bear, they're not fighters. They'll run away to live next day. They'll do these little mock threatens like, oh. They ain't about shit.
They're not going to do it.
They're just trying to warn you. They're not mean in general. Although, like I said, most people that are killed by a black bear. But that's because there's so many of them. Yeah. And they're in human areas.
And if they feel threatened, like especially if they have cubs or something like that, they might fuck you up.
I gotta admit that. The cub thing is mostly with brown bear, grizz, Kodiak. The females are more aggressive. Not so much black bear.
They're not, like I said,
they're not as aggressive when they have the kids around. Animal control will grab the pups right in front of the mama and then grab the mama and throw her. They're just not a very aggressive mean bear. And they're not as paranoid. Because they're around they're around humans a lot.
So and most humans don't fuck with them. So they don't really care about them.
Mostly when they see a human, they'll run away with their tail between their legs. They got a little short tail, but you can see that body language the same way as a dog. When a dog runs away like he's scared, they do that. I've tried to go meet and greet, and they'll do that. I was working on a fucking Buell one time. This is back at the other place, and looked out the front of the garage, and there was a bear looking at me.
Yeah, it's like the middle of the day.
Middle of the day. I said, well, hey, bear, how you doing? They're like that. He got scared, you know.
Busted.
So, yeah. I said, come on. I got up, and the bear just took off, and it was running with a tail between his legs, looking over his shoulder. No, don't hurt me. So they're no trouble. And that bear was bigger than me.
Well, Az was the one that was in our driveway when we came home from the club that night. It was just sitting in our driveway.
Yeah, sitting in the driveway. And
big ass black bear.
I pull up, the headlight's right on it.
He's just sitting there.
I was pulling up, and he's looking like that, and he rolls over and goes, fuck this shit. And he just walks off.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. And he was...
And we were like...
He was bigger than a man. He was bigger than a big man.
Yeah, he was a big... he was big.
He was probably, I don't know, over 6 feet. Over 6'2".
We just thought it was delightful. We were just like, look at that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man.
It's all lazy. Shit. He was sitting in the driveway.
Yeah, just sitting up by the
on his
garage.
ass.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Sitting like upright like a person.
Yeah.
Up on the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah, and I pulled right up on him.
We didn't see him at first. Like, we pulled into the driveway, and then the headlights got in, and I was like, is that a fucking bear?
Yeah, and he moved out of the way, but he wasn't even spooked. He's like, shit. Gotta go.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really need this action.
He just walked off.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And we were like, holy crap, look at that.
Yeah, but that one woman complained about it, and animal control went out there, and they got their fucking panties
They shot a bunch of them.
They shot like 12 of them.
Everybody in the neighborhood freaked the fuck out. They were like, why? Why are you killing them? They don't hurt anybody.
They were running around. We see them all the time. It's just a big raccoon from our point of view.
They didn't hurt anybody.
It does the same thing as a raccoon. It's just huge. And I love raccoons. Raccoons are cute.
They shot that little baby one too, I think.
Yeah.
That one that we saw climbing our back fence that time. I think they shot that one also.
The way animal control sees it, it's like, well, this is a human habitation, and eventually something bad might happen, and we don't want to be held responsible for it. And if we don't kill these bears, we can't justify our existence as a fucking state entity. So we're going to kill all these damn bears. There's more of them out there in the woods. And I see,
that's fucked
up. As mankind encroaches into their territories,
they lived there.
You have to learn to live with these animals in symbiosis, which we already do with the fucking sandhill crane, snapping turtles, alligators. They're all over the fucking place. We don't kill them.
No, not usually.
And that's like, you keep doing that, and that means all the tigers and the lions got to go. So no. Some people are pissed that all these rich Russians, have all these lions and fucking mountain lions in their houses and shit as house pets. They got habitat because they have a government that controls it too. Like, you can't they have to have big walls, habitats. We got a guy living up here a couple miles from here that has one of these places where he does tigers.
Yeah, he's got tigers.
A tiger king, basically.
Not the tiger
Not the tiger king, but there's lots of those. The thing is that eventually there won't be any habitats. So
where are they supposed to go?
So where are they going to go? So humans have to safeguard them. And if you can keep them as house pets, which you can. Ancient Romans kept them. In India today, they got them as house pets. They make a good pet as long as they're being fed and you raise them by hand and they're not wild. You can trust one in your house. People think that, well, that thing will turn on you and eat you. Nah. They see you as a family member. The big danger is if it gets out and it comes across a person that it's not familiar with, and then maybe does something wrong, that maybe that thing might defend itself and it might eat you. But the chances are that they're not hungry because they've been well fed. But if they got lost and they got hungry because they haven't eaten in a few days, then you might be a problem.
Yeah, then that might be a problem, obviously. Well, that's why they have a thing where if you do have those, you have to have like all
big fences. There's no way they can get out.
Yeah, so they can't get out.
But that really, if you guys want to have animals in the future and you have endless human expansion, you have to live in symbiosis with these things. We have to be custodians and take care of them.
I mean, there's a lot more.
And if they're just in zoos and shit, that means you only have a few of them. Why can't we all live together?
Yeah.
Where if I'm rich enough where I can take care of a fucking couple of tigers or a cheetah or whatever, then I can do that. And then at least there's some cheetahs.
Yeah.
In the world. And if mankind's civilization ever collapses, you now have cheetahs that can be reintroduced back into the wild.
Yeah.
So you're not allowing a
maybe
a
you
species...
guys could do a better job.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because we fucked it up.
Then they become assholes too, two-legged assholes
I mean,
with fucking laser guns.
I would hope not. Maybe they could do a better job.
It is the way of things.
I know, that's really...
Human beings are killer apes, but given enough time, those
Just,
cats,
it's so disappointing.
those cats could evolve into
disappointing.
something like that also.
We could be so much better, and yet...
Well, this might be better. Who are we to judge?
I can judge if I want to. I'm just saying it's like, we could be better. I feel
chances
like
are,
most people
chances
choose
are,
not to
an advanced alien species, before it becomes a living machine or an AI, it might be something like you see the xenomorph on the Alien, where it's just
True.
it's a highly, because it's clawed its way up through fucking Darwinism and natural selection,
Or,
and stuff, so
like
it's
I
going to
said,
be something mean.
I kind of feel like it might be something more like The Thing,
Yeah,
which can like mimic
yeah.
whatever, like
Oh, man.
your cells.
That would be the
Which, like I
ultimate-
said, if you had that, to me, that's the scariest monster
that's
in
a
horror.
that's a superior,
Because it could mimic anything.
and it could steal genetic information from
so
anything.
there would be no way to fight that
No,
on a large scale.
no, that is, as far as biology goes, that's a supreme being.
Yeah.
It can just
No way to
swallow
fight
you and learn everything about you, and then take all your genetic traits and mimic that at will.
Yeah. And it doesn't even take that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would be fucked.
You'd be fucked.
If
There'd
that
be no
happened.
way to beat
You'd
that.
be super fucked.
And remember, not only was it doing that, it was making a fucking flying saucer out of things that it found in that camp.
Yeah.
So the technological abilities were fucking
So they
superior.
were obviously like way superior.
That was a superior
to us,
being.
obviously.
With biology and technology.
Yeah, we would have no chance.
No chance.
At all.
Because it's spreading like a virus and it's stealing information. Genetic information.
That's what, like I said, if anybody told me,
Whatever
anybody asked
genet-
me what the scariest monster in horror
The Thing.
was. The Thing.
Yeah. And actually...
And it's not even a contest.
And here's a weird thing. John Carpenter didn't invent that. He got that from H.P. Lovecraft. That was a Lovecraftian creature.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got it from the book,
Yeah.
which came out in 1938, but that was kind of based on like a Lovecraftian sort of,
Yeah.
you know.
And no, that's a Shagoth.
It is essentially.
Which was that was the race of aliens that overthrew the old ones, living on the damn Antarctica, and
Like
it was
I said,
taking place in Antarctica.
I mean, John Carpenter's
At the Mountains of Madness.
super into
Yeah.
Lovecraftian stuff. But like I said, that's kind of the thing, and you wouldn't be able to fight that, essentially. Which is why that's... I think that's probably why that's still in my top 3 horror movies. Because you wouldn't be able to fight that if that was real. Which it may be, for all we know. Let me see. I got behind on the comments because I was distracted. Klaus says, let's talk about food again. Or something else. Cars? I have a car. Yeah. I guess that was kind of... I don't know what you're... in comment to. Let's see. You want to talk about bears? I thought we were talking about bears. Fancy sandwiches. Oh, Camp Guy says, best fancy sandwiches to make from a Cuban at a New Orleans muffalata. Yeah. Man, I lived in Tampa for a while. You can get Cuban sandwiches here. But Tampa, you can get some real good. I mean, I'm sure you can get better ones in Miami probably, but it's like Tampa is like a hotbed of like really good fucking Cuban sandwiches. Because I love a good Cuban sandwich. And let me see. It says, I think there's a universal code of morality in a good... Oh, thank you very much. It's a forward vision to obtain evil being negative and all things can judge fairly enough. Yeah.
What you talking about?
Somebody says scariest LOL Pinhead. Pinhead to me is not...
Huh?
I mean, I love the Hellraiser movies. I'm not saying that. And all of that whole kind of lore about... I mean, they're essentially demons, right? That's not... I don't know. That's, like, not as scary to me, I guess. I love Hellraiser. I love all those movies, but that's not. If I had to pick like a scariest monster, it would probably be the Thing. Because, like I said, it could look like anything. You wouldn't know. You know? Like, it could make a copy so good that it's like it looked like your wife or your brother or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And then it would just, like, take you over. So, I think to me, that would be, like, that kind of shit. That kind of shit, like, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, that... In real life, I think that would be way scarier than like a monster that you could actually like identify. You know? For some reason, I guess maybe because as much as I love supernatural horror and as much as I love possession style horror, I guess because I'm not, you know, I'm an atheist, so it's just kind of like possession kind of shit. I don't believe in demons or anything like that. So that doesn't scare me because I don't think that could happen in real life. You know what I mean? You know, no one can be possessed by demons. So I that doesn't scare me. But something like The Thing, that would be really scary.
That's the worst.
And like I said, if that happened in real life, like humanity as a whole would be fucked. You would be fucked.
Well, that's why Blair said, fuck it. He started destroying all the damn computers and destroyed the choppers.
Yeah,
they couldn't get out. He says, hit thing wanted to be us. And nobody's going nowhere. He's trying to stop the contagion. Because it said right there, was it 37,000 hours?
Yeah, like it wouldn't even take that long.
It wouldn't take that long.
It would just take it over.
I think I fucking asked how long that would take, and it was like 4 years.
Yeah, which, that seems generous.
Like 4 years.
That seems generous.
Once it got out 4 years later, the whole Earth would be that.
Would be taken over.
The Thing.
Yeah.
It would be Shagos.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because there'd be no way to stop it. You couldn't identify anybody in the mass numbers you needed.
That's what I'm saying.
You couldn't mount a defense fast enough.
And honestly, I can't. No other monster could like compete with that.
Think about it. The Thing would take over people in the media. And they'd be on the fucking internet and fucking television and the news channels. They'd be The Thing. But they'd be saying, no, they're making it up. It's all bullshit. Nobody would know what to believe.
And you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like...
Because it was smart enough to...
There would be no way to stop it.
It would use propaganda. You couldn't stop it.
You couldn't stop it. Because people do that now.
Yeah.
Without being taken over. Well, I mean, we don't know. They might have been taken over with The Thing. We don't know. But like, But yeah, there wouldn't be any way to stop it or avoid it.
They'd be on the news going, fucking, there's no alien invasion. This is all lies. You know, they're making this up, you know.
Yeah, Thing derangement.
Trump made it up, you know. They would say anything.
Yeah.
And people would go, and people tend to, like, want to believe what soothes them the most. It would be too frightening to say, yeah, we're being taken over by Shaggoths, alien creatures. This is bullshit. Nothing's happening.
Well, it's always alarming. That's what would happen. Here's the thing, and this is a very human thing. It's very human to not... If a problem is so big that you personally can't do anything about it...
You're going to say no.
Then it's always easier to think... It's a lot more comforting to think, well, that's not really happening, you know? And I'm not saying that every, like, crazy fucking conspiracy theory that comes out that's some big thing, like, that's really happening, because it's not. But I'm just saying that it's a lot easier... to think that, you know, that it's like, well, I can't do anything about it, so therefore...
Well, one of the funny things about conspiracy theories is that you can have a conspiracy theory and people be freaking out about it, but it turns out that it's true.
Sometimes.
But, no, a lot of times. But a lot of times, the conspiracy theory that they were talking about wasn't as big or as important or wasn't as impactful as people... Like, for instance, here's a good one. The chemtrail conspiracy theory. Yeah, that was real. But it wasn't as diabolical as people think. They were putting stuff in the damn jet fuel to try to fucking deflect. It was just a fucking hoax, really. To deflect ultraviolet radiation back out into space to act kind of like cloud cover to help combat global warming.
Yeah, that's all.
Did it work? No.
Well, they were trying.
But somebody made money on it. They got a government contract.
And the thing about it, like I said,
it's about making money.
Like I said, any kind of conspiracy theory that is like really large, the larger it is, the less I believe it. Because the larger it is, the more it necessitates, the more people it necessitates knowing about it and not leaking it. which is one thing. And I don't know, man, a lot of these like global spanning ones are, and a lot of the shit too that like people put out as conspiracy theories are just dumb, because like if you look into it like for 5 minutes, you're like, scientifically that's not feasible or whatever.
But they were doing it. It was barium salts. They were putting it in jet fuel. I think it was barium salts is what they called it, which would allow condensation to hang around more in the contrail of jets.
Yeah, and like I said, sometimes they do have a germ of something that was really going on, but a lot of times it wasn't anything nefarious, or they were not trying to do anything like that. I think it was kind of nefarious.
What it was is that it was a way of making money. It was a grift. And somebody got it passed, and they were saying, well, okay, you now have to buy my barium salts, because to meet the new specifications that the government requires.
Yeah, that kind of stuff happens.
And now I make $20 billion a year.
But it didn't like do anything.
I don't think it really
one
worked.
way or the other.
It didn't. I don't think it made any impact other than,
so like I said,
putting barium salts.
Not really a conspiracy theory, because it's like there was no like shadowy organization.
It was
saying,
pretty.
We're going to take over the world by. Yeah, but like people do that all the time.
But it was just. I think the reason why they lied about it is because they didn't want the grift exposed. People were making money on selling that additive into that damn jet fuel.
It's just that. It's not really any kind of
because think about it. It makes sense. If you see where all the jets are over the United States at any given time, it looks like the sky's full of them, because the icons of the jet is big on that fucking thing. If you were to actually see what the true scale is, there's a lot of them in the air, but they're not covering the surface of the fucking United States. Of course not. Now, but that's a good way to sell this idea. They said, well, we'll make the contrails behind it last longer, and it'll be reflective like clouds, and it'll reduce global warming. And they said, you think it'll really work? Fuck no, but I'll make all kinds of money on it.
And like sometimes they might even believe it. Like, well, maybe it might work.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm just trying to make some money off it.
These are all friends, work at a certain level in government and in business. They all make money off of one another. They're helping each other's groups.
That's kind of...
And that's been that way for fucking centuries.
Well, that's kind of how the world works.
It's been
people
working
with
that way.
All the money
and you think
are just trying to make more money.
You can go back and
that's
look.
All. There's no big nefarious plan or anything like that. It's just people with money. It's trying to make more money.
You can go back to Roman economy. Those Roman senators who were all invested in business fucking colluded with one another to make money in the Roman government.
That's all. Like, and I don't even consider that a conspiracy theory. Really, because that's just kind of like that's what rich ass dudes do.
Rich ass dudes do that.
So it's just like that's like a natural. Yeah. That's just like a natural thing that
it is destructive though, because
it is
the Roman Senate.
It is
the Roman Senate had fucking made a shit ton of money insourcing slave labor into the Roman economy.
Yeah,
which depressed the economy, but they made a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
but nobody else did,
and that's still going on now.
So what they did was they made sure slavery was legal in Rome, because if they ever fucking got rid of that shit, those dudes would lose a shit ton of money, even though the economy would have boomed without slavery.
Yeah,
slavery depresses economy.
It does.
It's just because one of the things it does is it suppresses technological innovation. That's a main thing that it does.
Big time.
And then all those Roman veterans were promised all this fucking certain amount of land and fucking so they could run their own farms, but they never really got that. And if they did get that farm, they couldn't compete against slave plantations. You couldn't, because they weren't paying them.
Because they didn't pay them.
They couldn't pay them,
so they could afford to run shit at a much lower profit margin.
Right, and then you could say, well, the Roman soldiers kind of cut their own dicks off because they were out there fucking conquering Germania, and they were the ones that brought all those slaves into the fucking Roman system. But they didn't know. They were just...
Yeah.
And
warfare
was like piracy back then. You stole shit. I will say, too,
that humans are just humans.
They're self-centered.
And they're very self-centered.
Yeah.
A lot of them not super far-sighted.
No.
And I kind of feel like they're just out for immediate gain.
In the quarter.
They don't really care what the long-term impact of that is going to be. Like, most people don't care. Because they're not going to be here or...
Nope.
I mean, they don't give a shit.
And it's been going on for thousands of years. The dudes with money and power really only care about making their bills on that quarter.
Yeah, that's all. Seriously,
the years
that's
divided into 4 quarters.
Quarters, yeah.
Yeah, and they were trying. They only care about the next quarter because they have to make their bills.
Yeah.
And usually it ends up being disaster, but it takes centuries, depending on how big the economy is. As big as the United States is getting towards the end of a cycle, it'll reboot though.
We'll see how it goes. I mean,
people think that it's going to collapse and then it's going to be Mad Max, the end of the world. No.
I don't think it will.
I lived in Brazil. It collapsed twice.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, they tend to reboot it.
It'll be.
They find a new way to reboot it.
I mean, I'm not optimistic, but I'm not pessimistic either.
I am. You know why?
Like, I think everything will be okay eventually, but like, a lot of people might die in the interim.
Well, that happens
sadly.
Well, if incomes decline, people die because they can't afford medicine.
Well, yeah, and I think that's going to happen big time.
That kind of shit happens. But
that's gonna happen
it
big
tends
time.
to not to be noticed.
Which, like I said, well, I don't have any insurance, bitch. I might die. So, I'm not, like, brushing that off.
Yeah. The thing is that it's always extenuating circumstances, and it's always
right.
You're not really the one that would be like in the main risk,
right?
Because you're not old enough. The chance usually what happens is that it's the people in their 70s die, and if you statistically look at it, they die maybe like 4 or 5 years earlier than they would have with it. So it didn't really make a big difference. When the Soviet Union collapsed, the most unusual deaths where you had young dudes dying, but they were dying because they now had to take dangerous jobs that they normally wouldn't be taking. So the risk factors on them went up.
I don't know, like, and
then you had other girls that were dying because they got involved in prostitution.
Well, and yeah, that's
and it wasn't so much the prostitution; it's just that there was drug addiction and pimps involved, and also going to the Middle East and never coming back. Well, so there's all kinds of shit like that was happening during the class.
You're gonna get murdered,
or just ended up in somebody's fucking harem or something. Or nobody knows what happened to them.
Right.
A lot of them came back, but So the risk factors go up as the income goes down.
Yes.
But I kind of came up in Brazil. The risk factors were maxed out, so it's not a world that you can't navigate.
Well,
it's just you have to be wise. You know what I mean?
My ass, like, I guess I'm more circumspect because I'm a woman and, like, it's
women worry.
It's not the same for us. We live in a different world than dudes do.
Yeah, women worry. They look at things.
Well,
we all die.
We have to. We have to look at things differently.
We all die, but as incomes go down,
we have a lot more risks than you do.
What ends up happening is that mortality increases, but it's all statistical. And it's difficult to predict. Some of it is another reason why mortality can increase is because crime can increase. That's another thing that can happen.
Well, under shitty economic circumstances,
that's what I'm saying.
Generally, crime increases. Yes, it does.
But that's
because
also,
people have to.
But that's also something
like they can't afford to live, so they got to start
robbing, stealing, and shit.
Sure, which I get.
But that can also be mitigated. So it all just depends. You can mitigate it through behavior, and location.
I don't know.
So
like
I'm always optimistic because I love danger.
Well, you do.
I was forged in it. I just like it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's cool for you and everything, but it's like I'm not.
Well, I like challenge.
I'm not a dude.
I like challenge.
It's different for us.
It's not as exciting. It's not as negative as you think. It's.
Well,
it's just means the United States becomes a third world country. But I did my teenage years in a third world country. And Mississippi's been a third world country for fucking since
a lot of the U.S. is kind of a third world country.
Yeah, Mississippi's been a third world country for fucking... So it's not unusual. It's not unusual for me.
We're kind of already at that stage. Yeah. We shouldn't be, but we are. Some places.
Well, so one of the things
I don't love it.
One of the things... Remember we were watching that thing about Devo?
Oh, we should talk about that.
We have to talk about it. We have to talk great... On Netflix, there's a great...
Okay, I subscribe to Netflix again.
Yeah, got the cheap version of Netflix.
We got the cheap version of Netflix, $8 a month,
and that
just so I could watch Frankenstein because I wanted to watch Frankenstein. We watched that last night.
Frankenstein was good, real good.
Man, that was really good.
Yeah,
I was into it. Honestly, all of Mia Goth's outfits.
Yeah, Mia Goth was.
I want all of her outfits.
Yeah,
all of them. Oh, and I also want Victor's mom's outfit from they only showed it for like a minute. But like her red dress with the red veil. Oh, I want that. Mm-hmm. Visually beautiful. Like great. Like they changed a lot from the novel, but I get it. I get why Guillermo did that. But yeah, so we watched Frankenstein last night. And like amazing. We should probably do you want to do the movie review on that or
we could do that, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I'll ask you later.
Yeah.
But after that, I was scrolling through shit. Like, Tom was downstairs cooking. And I was, like, scrolling through Netflix. Like, what do they got? I was like, baby. I was like, they have a documentary about Devo. He loves Devo.
I love Devo, yeah.
And I was like, should we watch
that? The band Devo.
Oh,
Klaus.
yeah.
I love Devo. That band is tight as fuck.
It.
I had all their
my God. That fucking documentary was so fun.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's
so fun.
One of the things about Devo that I liked, fucking Gerald V. Castle. He's kind of the brainchild behind it, and he was from Ohio.
They're all from Ohio.
They're very close to Michigan. Grafters knows because it's a Midwestern state, a former kind of like industrial powerhouse. It's now part of the Rust Belt, and he just said that people lived like machines there. They were like man machine.
I understand where he's. I understand.
So
he's a
Grafters
little older
than
me.
Yeah,
but I saw like the drawings of like what he was talking about.
Yeah,
like I kind of thought of normies the same way that he thought of them.
So he's in the 70s, and he's like, man, I grew up with all this Jetsons futuristic shit. Why aren't we progressing?
Yeah,
people are actually stupid.
They're getting stupider.
Yeah, they're getting dumber. They're just talking about fucking, you know.
I was like, I feel that.
It's just about ass.
I feel it.
Fucking. It just basically he's talking about normies.
Yeah.
And he came across he came across a kind of like a book called Giallo Homo.
Yeah.
And it was
like a pamphlet. It was like a religious pamphlet.
It was kind of like a chick track.
A little bit, but from the 30s.
But from the 30s, and it was talking about how humans were actually
devolving because of all the bad shit in the 30s.
Bad shit,
homosexuality,
slavery, white slavery,
all
fucking drunkenness, and just that.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like got hung up on this Giallo Homo and de-evolution theme. And. He started to kind of adjust his. This is one of the things I was talking about. Fucking, I love Devo. I like the way the guys thought, but and they were very artistic.
Oh yeah.
Really good visuals. They were more of a visual performance.
Well, that was kind of
more
their
than musical
main
when they started.
That was their main thing.
Yeah, they were big into visual arts.
They only got into music like as an afterthought.
To doing their visual stuff.
Yeah.
And they were the first people, one of the first like little bands to come up with music videos, even before there was MTV.
Yeah, they were doing shit in like the early to mid 70s.
They wanted to make these videos, and people are like, "What are you going to do with that?" And they're spending thousands of dollars making videos. And then later MTV comes, and they already had like 8 of them.
Yeah.
And so they were playing them on MTV, which helped me get famous. But they were a real tight band. But one of the things that I learned from listening to them is that Devo was about foiled expectations. They expected man to get better like something out of the Jetsons. That it would be a progress, which I can understand because I was like that too when I was a kid. I was like, this is about a plan.
Yeah, and everything's going to get cooler.
Forward. It's going to get better and better.
Didn't happen.
But as I got older, I started understanding human history and the nature of humans. Like, no,
man, I understand where that comes from. Like I said, my whole life has been a disappointment in other human beings.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Why are you doing this?
That's not how it is.
You could be so much better than this, and you are choosing to be this way. That's kind of, so I get it.
Human nature, if you look at history, human nature has remained constant.
Yeah.
We've always been kind of this way.
Like I said, humans were a mistake.
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah. Well, like they've always been a disappointment.
No, I've learned to accept it.
Disappointed.
I've learned to accept it.
Humans are disappointed.
And to kind of like fucking revel in the fact that we're kind of like fuck ups. What has changed though is that what has progressed is technology. Technology changed, but people have kind of remained the same.
Unfortunately, we can't really like keep up with the shit.
Yeah, as they gain more information, it kind of changes the culture a little bit, but not that much. Not that much. People are
not as much as you might think.
Not as much as you think.
Yeah,
and that's the problem with idealism.
Well, that's kind of like
Devo is.
I felt that
people don't
documentary hard.
Yeah.
Because I was just kind of like where they were coming from in that era. They're a little older than me, but not that much.
They're
older.
boomers.
They're not that much older.
Yeah, they're boomers.
So it's like I saw where they were coming from, and I'm like, dude, I get it. And like, all of this stuff, they were so disappointed.
Yeah.
At like all this stuff that was happening in the 80s and stuff. I'm like, man, I get, because I felt that too. I was younger than they were, but I felt that, and it was just kind of like being like bummed out by fucking humans. Like, you could do better. Yeah, well, why don't you?
Well, actually, the thing that really I think was blowing Devo's mind, and if you actually trace all the themes to the songs and what the record companies wanted from them, and I could talk about the record industry too, good and bad.
Yeah, that was a great documentary. If you have Netflix, please watch it.
Yeah, please watch it.
It's so good.
It's really good.
It's really fun.
It's really good. It's fun to watch.
It's really fun.
What upset Gerald and the guys? I think it was mostly Gerald. That was maybe Mark. He might have thought that he was the singer.
Yeah, he was kind of on there a lot too.
Yeah, he was like, it's kind of really the essence of what humans do is fuck. Fuck. They fuck. That's the main thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but they were kind of like they were expected to be a little more high-minded, but no.
Well, no, I get that too.
Yeah. That's what they were talking. All their hit songs were being interpreted as they were talking about fucking. Like Whip It, they thought but that's not what it was.
They're like, no, that's.
But they were like tripping over the fact that they were
that everybody thought.
That everybody thought that's what it was about, and they even had clips of them on talk shows. Where the talk show host is thinking, everybody wants to whip it. The dog wants to whip it, and you can see Gerald just going like, "You motherfucker, yeah, okay." That's not what we were talking about. So then, but then the record company says you have to have another fucking hit like "Whip It." So what they would do is they would just do these little, try to make a hits about fucking.
And it was always being like subversive.
But it was
subversive.
It was subversive about it though.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of a hidden version of it.
But like I said, a lot of. Like, dumb people don't get satire.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Devo was about trolling
their
the normies.
whole thing
was trolling the normies.
Satire.
Satire and trolling the normies.
That was their whole thing. And I kind of feel like they...
Yeah.
Probably, sadly, they kind of feel like people were smarter than they are, which they're not, unfortunately. And they were just kind of like...
Well, no, they said some people
They thought that, I got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Like, some people got it.
I was like, I understood the band.
But they're like, look, they were satirizing
the
whole culture. They were satirizing it.
The Jocko Homo was your average normie.
Yeah.
Nowadays, he'd be a dude wearing fucking cargo shorts, a fucking Izod shirt, flip-flops. He'd be hearing fucking...
And some Crocs. He'd be at mannequins, grabbing my butt.
Yeah, he'd be in the club fucking grabbing.
And then getting all offended when I punched him in the mouth.
Yeah. And he'd fucking love sports and just shit like that. He's just a real normal, basic dude.
Yeah.
And now they were mostly looking at it from the American perspective, and they thought it was an American problem because they were from Ohio. I lived all over the fucking world. It's everywhere. South America has the same thing. The Middle East has their version of the Jocko Homo. Really Europe has their version of the Jocko Homo.
I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
Every culture is trapped within a fucking normal prism of what's normally acceptable, and then all the problems in that. Each culture has its own little problems. But it's a great show. And
it's so fun. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It highlights kind of boomer optimism of like something out of Disney where we're going to be the Jetsons and moving into the future.
And they
but
were
it's not
like,
actually happening.
And they were making fun of that.
Yeah. Well, they wanted that to happen, but that's not actually what was happening.
Well, yeah, they got disenfranchised because they're like, look, we grew up in this era. Cause
where are the flying cars?
Older than us. And they're just kind of like, yeah, you guys promised us all this cool shit. It didn't happen.
Yeah. People are getting dumber.
All this fucked up shit happened. People are getting dumber. What's going on? And they didn't like that. And they wanted to, like, comment on it. And they still, like, even now, because they interviewed Mark Mothersbaugh and, like, you know, Bob Casale, who has since died. But, like, and they were just kind of like, man, with, like, no one got it. And it's just kind of like, I mean, they were pretty famous for a time because when MTV first started, which I remember because, you know, we were alive at that time.
Yeah.
And they played a lot of Devo shit, and the reason they played a lot of Devo shit was because they already had done a bunch of video, because they were a very audio-visual, you know, band.
Yeah.
So they had already made a bunch of videos, like in the mid-'70s. And so MTV played a lot of that stuff in the early, because they were looking for content, you know?
Yeah. Fucking Klaus is going, I'm normie, I'm a normal guy. Now, yeah, that you have to be here to understand what we're talking about. There's a generic, basic American white guy who has his sights set on higher things, you know what I mean, where he's going to join a corporation and make a bunch of... That's kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah, they were satirizing...
Devo was very much into satirizing corporate culture.
Yes.
Too, so that
big time.
Because... One of the things about Devo's kind of disappointment was that much of what the boomer generation expected was an expectation given to them by American corporations.
Yes.
Not governments.
Yeah, it didn't come from...
They knew the government or anything. It was corporations were pumping a lot of bullshit into their heads.
Yes.
Advertising campaigns.
And they still believe a lot of
They still believe it.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of like for instance, there's a song Devo has called "Freedom of Choice," but then as the song unfolds, you realize that people don't want freedom of choice; they want freedom from choice.
They want to be told what to do.
They want to be told what to like and what to want.
Yeah. And
he got the idea because he was looking at a Burger King commercial.
Yeah, no, it was Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. Okay,
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. It said freedom of choice, and they had like 4 or 5 Carl's Jr.'s hamburgers,
and they all looked.
But they were all looking the same. So
and he thought that was
weren't
super
free
funny.
To show, they were telling you what you wanted.
Yeah.
And they weren't giving you a choice.
Yeah.
And from that, he made that song.
Yeah.
Freedom from choice. Freedom of choice.
That's
is
what you
freedom
want.
from choice in the
you
corporate.
Want to be told what to
in
do.
the corporate world.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They had a whole fucking philosophy behind the shit. And like I said, the documentary on Netflix, like they have Mark Mothersbaugh on there, they have Bob Casale on there, who, like I said, has since died.
Yeah.
But they are very articulate about what their message was, and they still, even though they were older then, they still seem very disappointed.
Yeah.
That people did not understand what they were talking about. Yeah.
Well,
I also find that.
What had happened, what they were talking about is what General Eisenhower called the military-industrial complex. During World War II, the Army, corporations, and the government and Hollywood all kind of merged into one thing. It all became very corporate. The Army decided to, and the military fashioned itself after the corporate structure. And then so did Hollywood. Hollywood became part of the corporate structure. America just kind of became one big, giant fucking conglomeration of corporations. And they only had a couple of television stations, like 4 television channels at that time, and some radio channels. And they could pump this corporate propaganda to you. And it wasn't even the government. It was just these corporations. but the corporations were kind of merged with the government. And boomers really liked the corporate package. To them, it made things seem very official. Like, oh my God, McDonald's or Burger King. It's legitimate, you know what I mean? It added like credibility to it. And the corporate structure or the corporate style added credibility to the government and to Hollywood, and everything became kind of corporatized. Which is really what Mussolini was talking about with fascism. That the military, the government, and corporations all working together as one thing.
In the fucking 70s.
It's fascism. You know, it's a type of fascism. Which nowadays is considered to be something very negative, but it's just normalized, really. It's just that governments and corporations and media and everything is all just one thing.
It shouldn't be, though.
Yeah. Well, it's
not good.
That's just what happened. Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, then now what's happened recently is that the governments are failing and corporations are trying to take the place of the government.
Which is still not
Which
good.
is what, that's what fucking some of the science fiction writers have been warning you about for a long time with like Alien and Blade Runner.
Not great.
Is that the corporations are actually the government. Wayland fucking industries and shit. Yeah. And if we let it, that's what will happen.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Because, and Ridley Scott, and he read a lot of the writings that these guys read, is that, let's have a corporate style government, great reset and everything.
Nothing comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's not just making this up. He's read it. All right. And what'll happen if that happens is exactly what Ridley Scott will say. The corporations will say humans aren't really any good. We can do something better. We can make genetically engineered human beings, like replicants, or we can make synths, androids. And they'll obey us.
Yeah.
Because they're not individuals. We own them.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about any of this democracy bullshit and all these governments. The corporations will just tell its employees and its properties what to do.
Yeah, and they'll just do
exactly what we say. Yeah. And then I'm Pharaoh. Basically, and that's what I'm creating these things. They worship me as God. Yeah, they do what I say.
No things.
Yeah. So none of this shit has come from nowhere. They have been thinking about this shit since the fucking 60s and 70s.
Since the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, I had forgotten about this. But two of the members of Devo were at Kent State.
Yeah.
When the shooting, very famous, like if you're not old, there was a very famous shooting at Kent State. There were many songs about it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they were there when that happened. And that was such a big deal. That, changed their entire mindset. They suddenly saw that...
Well, they saw you couldn't rebel.
And
they said you had to subvert. You got and really what they decided to do is just to lampoon. Yeah. And that's something power structures hate. Is they hate you making fun of them. If you make fun of them,
I will tell you,
and it's effective. They hate
maybe. If you live in a regime, that is authoritarian, and they are telling you what you can and can't say and all this other kind of stuff, the worst thing you can do to them is make fun. They fucking hate it. So do that. Just do it. Comedy is the worst fucking thing. Because they don't like being made fun of. They want to be seen as all powerful. No one can cross us. No one can do this. No. Belittle them. Make fun of them. That's what you do. That's what you do. They hate it. So just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Eventually, hopefully, that will fucking... But yeah, that's what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to do. They understood... Once they saw, the fucking National Guard or whoever it was, shooting those students at Kent State, and they were just kind of okay. That kind of fucked them up for a long time. And they were just kind of well, maybe we should just kind of like I said, they wanted to subvert it. So they would do stuff like pretend to be one way and then, do another thing. But like I said, satire is kind of lost on authoritarians. They don't understand satire.
I'm going to disagree. They understand it. They see it as a threat.
Yeah, and that's why you should do it. Do it more. Do it harder.
Yeah,
they do it more.
They know what that is. You when you deflate somebody, you deflate someone's power.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do that more.
And that's what Devo was doing, is they were deflating corporate structures.
Yeah.
And the culture that was inflicted upon Americans through these corporate entities.
Yeah.
Really is what it was.
And
here's the thing. Some people say, well, shit, you against capitalism? No, you don't understand. Corporatism is not capitalism.
It's not really the same thing.
Corporatism is closer to communism. Like where you have a fucking centralized fucking force. Real capitalism happened in the Middle Ages. That's where you had peasants inside their fucking little house making shoes and selling them in the marketplace, and they got paid for it. That got them out of the fields. Where corporations run like they're kind of like totalitarian nation states. That's what a corporation is.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's just the board of directors, and it's organized like an army cult / nation. And if you give them the leeway, they'll take over. And you don't want them taking over.
Don't give them that.
A good example would be Scientology. That's what Scientology is. The corporations are not much different. They're just a different product.
That's why, if you guys don't know my history, I lived in Clearwater for a while. And I worked for a company that was owned by Scientologists. It wasn't a Scientology company. It was a publishing company that didn't have anything to do with Scientology. But everybody that worked there, 90% of the people that worked there were Scientologists. I didn't love it. I did it for a while for a paycheck. All those people, one, are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Gonna say that right now. Those people are... Some of them are raised in it. I'm not going to blame them. Because they don't know any better. But the older people that worked there... Yeah, I'm not giving them a free pass. But I'll give the other people a free pass. Because they don't know any better. I had to get out of that place after like 8 months. Clearwater I'm talking about. Because it's just like, that place is fucking Scientology fucking central.
Yeah.
And I worked at this place. And I would go to the grocery store. And I'd be like, are they watching me? Like, I got to that point. I'm not a paranoid person.
Yeah. I
got to that point. So, it's kind of like that. They kind of feel... Scientologists believe in endless growth.
It's just like a corporation. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like corporatism, but like on steroids.
Yeah.
And the hilarious thing, because the company that I worked for, they made me take a half-hour course in L. Ron Hubbard shit.
Yeah.
Every morning. Like, you had to come in like 8 a.m. and you did this half-hour course, like from 8 to 8:30. And I was just kind of like, I would read the shit and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, what the fuck is up with this? So I would write like snarky ass, because you know how I do. I'm kind of a smart ass. That's just kind of how I do. So I'd write these smart ass fucking essays where I'd be like, yes, well, you know, we're I would say shit like, and apparently we can like grow like forever, like until like infinity or whatever. And it's like, because that's what they thought. And I'm just like... They're saying
that because that's how corporations and sales businesses are like.
And I was like, that's not how shit works in real life.
I worked for corporations that did that. And the reason why they say that, they say infinite growth, is because they know that the average lifespan of an employee in those places is 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So you can tell that person anything in 3 or 4 years before they get disenchanted and leave. You can get them to believe, no, we'll just keep topping last month's figures over and over and over again. And it's like a competition.
Well, you can tell dumb people that.
Well, after a while, they're not dumb. What it is, they're making money off of it. And they're going like, that sounds like quite a challenge there to beat last year's figures when that was the best month we've had. No, you can keep doing it. but they know you're only going to be there for a couple years. And they've been doing this for decades.
Yeah.
But they know that
when my
turnover.
ass shows up, who is like super, super fucking...
They'll fire you. In a corporation, they'll fire you. They go, no, we can't have you talking that way. Because they're like a cult.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's why I didn't really do that well. I left. I moved.
What happened in American history? Their corporations go back a long time. They go back probably fucking 1400s. Europe had them. Mostly they had to do with shipping and banking and shit like that, and investing in things. But what happened to modern America was formed a lot by the Second World War, and our military and government got impressed at these corporations and all these defense companies that they could just pull endless aircraft and tanks out of the ass. They're like, man, this is the best system ever.
Metaphor.
So the military and the government got just totally enchanted with the power of a corporation.
Sure.
But there was a problem. America was a democratic republic that had a constitution. Okay?
You can't.
These corporations were totalitarian, and they were also cults, basically.
Yes.
And they're very powerful at fucking driving people and making wealth and making endless products.
At the expense of.
But they're not very human.
No.
These are machines with people in them, and
they don't really care about the people.
No.
They're just cogs.
And if left on their own, those corporations will start merging.
Yeah, you cannot.
And they'll start accruing power. And then eventually those corporations will turn into one thing that will own the government.
Yes.
And then
that's why you can't.
And then they will be the
government.
Happen. That's why you can't let
allow that to happen.
Because that's basically the same thing that happened in the Soviet Union.
Yeah, you can't allow
you had the government swallowing up all of the means of production.
You can't.
When you have the government swallowing up all the companies, that's the same as the companies swallowing up the government. They're merging. It's dangerous. You're gonna have a totalitarian communist state where everyone is an employee of a fucking company. You're gonna be an employee of a corporation. The corporation will be the government now. That's what you're seeing out of fucking Ridley Scott is telling you about in Blade Runner and in fucking, Alien, with Wayland Industries and fucking all this shit. You know what I mean? Where you're gonna have. Those governments are all. Those companies might own one another. There might be 3 or 4 of them competing, but those 3 or 4 corporations are like huge nation states. It's like the difference.
They're operating in their own self-interest.
Yeah, right. And they don't really care about you. They're just the guys at the top. Which you could say, well, that's the way a kingdom is.
Yes.
It's just a high-tech version of a kingdom.
Like I said, not great.
Yeah. You got the serfs, the fucking peasants and knights, and then you got the royal class. And
nobody really wants to go back to that.
Yeah, and so it'll just be that.
Nobody wants
It'll be a monarchy.
Yeah. Nobody wants to go back to that except some weirdos.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back to that.
But here's the thing. Here's the weird thing. When you look at human history, monarchy is the norm. Throughout the fucking thousands of years, that's basically it.
I don't want to live under that. Sorry. I don't.
We are living in a strange time where it's not a monarchy. We don't know how long it will last.
We'll see how shit goes.
Let's just enjoy our lives and try to fucking put the information out there to fucking watch it, because these corporations are fucking dangerous, and the governments that
I don't know how shit's gonna go. Like one way or the other. I'm not happy about it. I'm just kind of like...
If I was the president right now, one of the things I'd be doing is I'd be fucking shutting a lot of these corporations down and busting them up. They're too big. They're too much power.
Also,
they're threatening the government.
They should maybe try to think about paying some taxes. Because they don't. All us losers are paying taxes. They do not.
I'm not sure. I have to look at.
do not.
I have to look at the actual.
Oh,
here's the thing.
I looked at the shit.
I don't really trust any numbers I'm given because I don't really trust anything I'm told because I don't know who's telling me this.
They don't pay.
So I don't know. I know
that it's been going on for a very long time.
Well, if they're not paying, that means that the government is dependent on them.
Yes, no shit.
Which means that they own them.
Yes, no shit. No shit.
So
that's been going on for a very, very, very
They're
long
leveraging
time.
power.
Very long time.
Right.
like I said, so I don't. My dumbass is still paying taxes.
Yeah.
I probably will stop until something is done to like help actual Americans.
Yeah, if you give them taxes, does the money even go to other Americans? It probably doesn't. Probably goes overseas.
No. Honestly, I would rather my money go to like pay for somebody's health care or something like that than to some war or buying some like gold Home Depot shit or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Here's the thing though. You're saying you want health care.
I'm not paying
But the health care that they want you to buy is not really something that will get you better. It's some kind of patented medicine like back in the 1800s.
See, now...
You need real health care. That's what you need.
I am a big advocate for Medicare for all. Everyone should have that. Everyone.
Yeah, but the thing is...
That's what all the real countries have. I don't understand why we don't have that. All the real countries have that.
Yeah, but here you're not listening to what I'm saying. The medicine that they're going to offer you, is it really medicine or is it poison?
I'm not about that, Tom.
This is what I think.
Look, I don't have any medicine. I don't have any insurance.
It might be better for you to not have their health care, because if you take their health care, they'll probably give you something that will accelerate your death. That's probably
I don't believe that.
Well, that would make more sense because if they're about making money. Most of the shit
if it wasn't about making money, though, that's what I'm saying. We should make it not about making money.
It's hard to do that when
and
you got
then,
these people.
Well, other countries, real countries do that.
I don't know.
Real countries do that. Every other normal country does that.
I don't think
we're the only losers that don't fucking do that.
I don't know.
You
guys can chip in.
That let profit... But look!
You guys can chip in.
I haven't had
insurance. We don't live in other countries.
I haven't had insurance since 2016, baby. I haven't had insurance since then.
In Cuba, they
Nobody's talking about Cuba.
No, I'm saying in Cuba they have health care, but what it is, they give you a Band-Aid and an aspirin. So I don't know.
I would rather have that than like nothing. So I don't even go to the doctor.
They probably
because I can't afford it.
It makes me wonder how much of that shit. I do know that the surgeons work here, but a lot of the shit that they give you is some kind of new patented medicine that is experimental, possibly dangerous, and they'll give you that over a proven medicine made in the 50s because
I don't believe that.
Yes, they do.
No,
because it's now off because the patents have run out of it. Everything is about money. Everything. Okay.
But like I said, every normal country in the world, except us.
The reason why you think that is because you expect progress. That technology progresses, so therefore.
Okay, so it's my fault.
No, listen, no. You. Therefore, a new medicine.
Other countries have cooler shit than we have. I know that's hard for you to deal with.
A new medicine, you would assume
but that's true.
You would assume that a new medicine would be better than an old medicine.
No, man.
Probably not.
I lived in the UK.
Probably not.
They have better healthcare than we have. Better. I'm sorry, they do. It's better.
Cool.
It's better than we have.
I got free healthcare and I wouldn't go fucking
well,
fuck
you
with
do.
them. I don't fuck with them. No, I don't want them touching me. I don't want those bitches touching me.
But like, if something bad happens to me,
no, you go to. No, here's the thing that Jen doesn't understand. If anything bad happens to her, you could take her to. You can go to any one of these fucking doctors in emergency rooms. They'll treat you. It's just that they're going to charge you, and
I can't afford it.
But here's the thing: you don't actually have to pay the debt.
Well, I wouldn't because I can afford it.
the whole system is fucking rigged.
It's just a stupid.
Stupid system.
Stupid.
My mother went through all kinds of shit. She probably had $30,000 or $40,000 worth of fucking shit done to her, and she never paid that shit off. But your credit resets every fucking 7 years.
Like I said, it's just a stupid.
So it's kind of fucking stupid. So
it's a stupid system.
You do
the
have
way
healthcare.
We have it set up. Is fucking stupid.
You do have
it's stupid, and it costs way more in the long term. It costs way more.
If money is real, that's another thing. Is money so we're actually real? I'm not sure money is actually real.
That's how you're going to excuse it, or
no? I'm just saying because they seem to be able to print money.
They
endlessly.
Can excuse it.
They can print money endlessly. It's just a way of getting you to do shit. Okay. Everything is done on such a short term. There's no plan.
You were tiresome.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to fucking actually stand back from the fucking.
Class says Jen is right. I know I'm right, but he will never admit it.
Of what?
Never.
Of what?
Class says I'm right.
I don't know what you're right about. What are you talking about?
Everything.
Okay. What time is it?
Oh, you want to shut it down because you're wrong?
No, I'm just going to take a leak. What's one time? I just don't really care about it.
Yeah, I know you don't. Well, it doesn't affect you, so why should you care?
She thinks she's going to get sick. You're going to get sick.
Well, I might.
We'll take you to the doctor.
How would I pay for it?
They'll just bill you.
How would I pay for that?
You don't even have to pay for it. Nobody else does.
Well, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about it because you don't pay for it. I do. I pay for it.
But what would they do to you?
We'll see. When it happens, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Like I said, you're in good health. You'll be all right.
You don't worry about it because it doesn't happen to you. When it happens to me...
Stop making me the bad guy.
We'll see what happens.
Stop making me the bad guy.
We'll see what happens.
I'm not the bad guy.
I didn't say you were the bad guy.
You're making me the bad guy. I'm talking about... I've done well by you. It's going to be fine. You're okay. You're worried about something that hasn't happened.
Yeah, but you know...
You're worried about something that hasn't happened.
Some shit could happen.
Anything could happen. A fucking meteor could hit you.
I've thought about that
can sit here
possibility
and
also.
Well, yeah, but like that's... fucking come down from the ceiling and fucking hit you. Anything can happen. You worry?
I'm a scientific motherfucker.
Okay.
All of my shit is ranked by how likely it is to happen. So the thing that I'm most worried about is car accidents. Because I kind of feel like if we go out in a car, that's... Yeah. You know, that
number one killer.
Number one killer. So I'm worried about that more than anything. Second thing, sudden fucking health thing. Because I don't know. I feel like pretty healthy, but, you know, there could be shit going on I don't know about.
But okay.
Because I haven't been to a doctor in probably 10 years. 10 years.
But most of what they do is flim-flam.
I mean, not really, because
I've checked your blood pressure.
I mean, my blood pressure
is fucking great. Your body composition is great.
But like I said, I don't know what else is going on.
No signs of cancer.
I don't know what else is going on.
You know, we can get you a cancer test. All these fucking tests, if you want them, we'll buy them. You can get it.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I have like I said, I've told you before, I have bad digestive issues, which I've had most of my life.
That's normal from age. Fucking
I've had that since I was in my 20s.
I can give you some HCG that'll help with that. HCG always help me with that shit. Yeah, it's just normal age shit, but you don't have any signs of anything wrong with you. You're in a fucking fantastic condition. All right.
Yeah, but like I said, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
If you get sick, fucking we'll treat it.
Yeah.
We can do shit for you. Yeah. We'll do shit for you. I got an entire family of people.
We'll see.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And fucking VA probably can do something.
I'm not on your VA, baby. I'm not on your VA.
I think I might be able to get you on there.
All right, well, see about that.
Yeah, so you just worried too much. Be all right.
Because, man, I haven't had insurance since fucking 2016, bro.
I've been taking care of your health. Been watching you. You're fine.
Well,
because look,
like I said, when bad shit happens, I'm just kind of like, man, I feel kind of shitty, but it's like, well, I'll just wait and see if it goes away.
Let's be honest.
I'll just wait and see if
I've been through the fucking American system, and all they do is they just check your blood pressure. They want to see if you have diabetes, and I don't have that. And then they want to give you a prostate massage.
Well, and I fucking that to me.
You want to stick their fucking finger up there and go, oh yeah, and then and I've fucking actually done an entire study on how that shit works. That's a grift. Okay, this is what they do. They keep fucking with your prostate, and they keep telling you to keep coming back, and they're making money every time. And they say we don't think there's any problem, and then they fucking with it can cause a problem, And then if the problem happens, they say, well, we're not going to do anything about it. And then there's a very slim chance later on they're going to say, maybe we'll have to remove that prostate. And if they do that, you're fucked. But the difference between a dude who got the treatment and a dude who didn't is zero. Yeah, I look at it to zero. Don't fuck with your fucking prostate. That's just the way of them making money. They don't care. And if it's the government's behind it, paying their fucking crooked ass prices, I'm gonna fuck with them. I'll take care of my own health. I can get my own technology. If I need surgery, if I need anything removed, if I need any surgery or need anything removed, I'll deal with them because I can't take it out. But I don't want them fucking with me on a regular basis. They're just taking money from you.
Well, like, largely, I'm kind of like, well, luckily for me, I grew up, I didn't have a lot of health issues when I was growing up, and it's like, I have a really good immune system, so I never had to go to the doctor much. When I was growing up, I didn't really have, I had all the diseases and stuff, but they weren't real bad. So, I've been very lucky that I didn't have anything bad happen, but I'm aware that, I'm getting to an age, I'm 53 now, and it's just kind of bad shit could happen. I hope it doesn't, but I'm not dumb. I know that bad shit could happen. That something could come out of nowhere. If something did happen, I feel like I'd kind of be hosed. I haven't been to a doctor in a very long time. The last time I went to a doctor was, man, it was a long time ago. Well, what happened was I was giving blood. They were taking blood from me for random stuff because high cholesterol and diabetes runs in my family. So the doctors would always take extra blood to check for that. We want to make sure that you're not diabetic or you don't have high cholesterol or whatever. So they would take several vials of blood. And the last time that happened, they took 4 vials of blood and I passed out and had a seizure. And at that stage, they were kind of okay, well, we don't know what's going on with this. So, rightly so, probably. They were just kind of well, we want to check this out.
I'll see you around, Klaus.
Further.
Yeah, you do.
So, I got sent to, they gave me a heart monitor. They sent me to a cardiologist and turned me upside down and all this other kind of stuff. And then they also, I don't know, so I did that. It seemed kind of fine. They're your heartbeat is kind of weird. It's not, every time you breathe, it speeds up and then it slows down. And it's that's not normal, but it's we don't really know what to do about it. So there was that. And at that stage, they were just kind of well, I don't think it's that bad, so we're not going to do anything about it. So they didn't do anything about it. They sent me to the cardiologist. They hung me upside down. It was all this other kind of stuff. I passed out. It was all this thing. And I don't know. It hasn't been as bad since then. What?
Nobody's upset, Tanya.
I'm not upset.
This is how it is. Here's the fucking thing that you got. You guys are up there in fucking Scandinavia. It's a much smaller government. You have a much smaller fucking population and everything. Here in the U.S., you will never have free healthcare. And if you did have free healthcare, it would be a healthcare that would be more aimed towards getting you out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah, no one wants to
It wouldn't be about you staying here longer because America's about
profit over people.
And
they don't really give a shit about people.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
So it's better not even to fuck with them because what's going to happen is you're going to have grifters in there running that system. And our drug companies and our whole medical industry is grift. It's maximum profit. It has nothing to do with your health. Now, they're very good surgeons. I'll give them that. They can they can repair things. They can do all kinds of shit. But they see you as an obsolete worker. and an overweight person, they don't have any purpose. There's no need for you. All right. They just want to make some money off you, get you out of here as soon as possible.
If you are overweight in the U.S., that is the only thing they will tell you.
Yep, they say you're overweight.
You're fat, and therefore all of your problems are your fault.
Yeah.
And we're not going to fix it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
That's how they see it.
Yep.
Well, being overweight is a huge strain on you.
It is.
Yeah, it's a huge strain on you.
But I'm just saying that the only thing in the U.S. is, are you a strain on the system? If you are overweight or you're old or disabled or something like that, they see you as a drain on the system because you're costing them money.
Yeah, and you see...
It's all money based.
Yeah, and Norway...
Which is not the greatest... It's not
It's a totally different society.
It's not great.
Norway...
Yeah, it's not good.
Norway is a country filled with Norwegians. And y'all are related and taking care of yourself. America is a country of immigrants, and they are disposable. They bring them in here to work them, to make money, and to get them the fuck out of here.
Yeah, sadly.
That's what they're doing.
They're just fucking people, though.
Yeah, the immigrants were a replacement for the slaves. Because the slaves are too expensive. Immigrants are even cheaper. And it's been going on for centuries.
Well, it's like, well, we can pay you crap, and it's like, if you complain, we'll just have you deported.
Yeah. Have you deported or just put you in a city?
It's the same thing.
If we put you in a city, your birth rates will decline and you won't have children and you'll
Please don't come here. Like, seriously, if you want to come, please don't come
here.
This
is a machine.
It's real shitty.
Yeah.
Don't come here.
Its attitude is very different.
It's better where you are. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee
it is a different mentality.
The American mentality, I don't like it. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and I don't like it. So it's just kind of like, but if you were thinking about, hey, I'm going to go to the U.S., please don't. You won't like it. I guarantee that.
Yeah, if you're not already here. Unless you want to get chewed up.
I guarantee you won't like it.
It's the reason why our urban populations...
It's terrible.
Our urban populations are mostly foreigners. Because they're using them up.
Yeah.
They're using them up.
They get exploited.
Yeah.
And like I said, the reason they get exploited, they come here and it's just like a lot of companies are like, hey, you have some talents that Americans don't have. We can pay you crap.
Yeah.
And if you complain, we'll have you deported.
The Americans have those talents, but the Americans will unionize. Okay.
And they don't
want that.
Companies don't want that.
Right, yeah. Okay, the Indians are coming here on an H-1B and fucking... there's a friend of the family who's an Indian doctor, and she explained to me exactly what's happening with these H-1B guys. They come here to do data work, all right, to write code. But they're here when an Indian company kind of sells them to an American company here.
Yeah, it's like a whole... Yeah.
And what they do is the contract is only 2 years. Yeah, and then they send them back to India. Yeah. They don't let them stay here. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want them to come here and unionized.
Yeah.
They can do what an American can do. And Americans can do that. But Americans will unionize and they'll want more money.
Yeah.
So these guys, they're paying these dudes maybe $60,000, $70,000. An American will want $150,000.
Yeah. Well, so and rightly so. Like
I said, that's what it's worth.
That's high skilled work.
So if it was a slave, you bring them here, you have to fucking take care of their health. You got to feed them, you got to house them, and then when they're too old to work, you got to take care of them. That's not what they do here. They rotate them in for 2 or 3 years, and they get them the fuck out of here.
Then just get the fuck out.
That's what they're doing. And
they will, like I said,
the corporations run this shit.
That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah, and then they'll pay the government off. They'll bribe the government to make sure that shit's going.
Yep.
And then the American doesn't have a job. Real Americans do not live in these fucking cities in numbers, really. The real Americans who've been here for a long time, like me and Jen, live in the suburbs and shit.
I mean, I'm a real American.
What's that?
I'm a real American.
Yeah, real American, yeah. Yeah, we've been here for centuries, but we're
not
living.
I know what y'all say. I know what y'all mean when you say.
Yeah, we're not really. We're not we're not doing those jobs. Okay, we're out in the exurbs.
I could do those because, like I said, I'm a high skilled worker. I actually worked for a ad agency in California.
Yeah, but she's doing advertising work and that.
Yeah, I do like ad agency.
And she's already using AI.
Yes.
So that's already in her advantage because a lot of people are being put out of business for AI, but she uses AI.
I'm already using it.
She uses it. Yeah. So the skill of the future is, can you rally armies of AI programs like your army? Eventually, some of those AI programs are going to be powerful. They're going to be like your...
We'll see. They may be smarter than us. I don't know.
Yeah. And you have an army of dudes. Hey, look, I want you to invest my stock in this. And they're doing stock trading and shit.
I'm sure dudes are
That's
already.
what I would do.
I do use AI a lot.
Right.
Like in my work and stuff.
So, yeah. So, you know what I mean? The old thinking, man, is... the old thinking of the 50s and 60s and 70s and those expectations, they're just not there.
Really
we're
apply.
more like in the 1800s of the era of the robber barons. We're more like in that. But it's just high tech.
Yeah, but like that, but like a steampunk version.
Yeah, steampunk high tech version of the 1800s.
If that makes any sense. Which, like I said, I'm kind of, I don't know.
And the government systems, like you're talking about, the government's almost becoming obsolete. They're almost weak compared to these corporations and this technology.
I hope so.
The American people and our standard of living and what makes us great isn't this government. It's us and the technology that we have.
I mean, there's
technology
a lot of us,
has
baby.
really helped us more than the government.
The little administration, there's only, a few dozen of them? There's like 350 million of us. Yeah. Maybe if we decided we were mad at you, you would be in big fucking trouble.
Yeah.
Big fucking trouble.
Yeah.
So,
I
kind of hope that comes into play.
Over the past 200 years, in the United States here, our standard of living increased not because of our government. It increased because of the technology. Access to technology. That was the main...
That's what makes the difference.
That was the main
It's not necessarily people that makes the difference. It's technology that makes the difference.
Yeah.
And people that can leverage that technology. That's just how it's always been. I hate to tell you, but...
If you're dependent on this government here, you're fucked.
You gotta fucking... get with the shit.
Yeah. Now, Klaus, everything... You guys in Norway, that would be the size of a state here. This place is pretty big. So it's easy to manage a state. And we do have some good states. They're managed okay. But in general, the federal government here in the United States, you can't fucking trust them, man. They're fucking insane.
Well, and they're trying
and they're totally bought up. They're totally paid for by powerful corporations. And foreign entities, too, I think, bribe them.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. It's like they're trying to, leverage control over states that are like, look, we got our own shit going on, so no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially states like California is the 5th largest economy in the world.
Yeah, it's about like Japan.
Not even countries. That's a state.
Yeah, it's just a
state. That is the 5th largest economy in the world. Do you think you could tell them what to do? No. No.
The state of Texas has a GDP greater than Russia.
That's what I mean. So it's just half the
it has half the population of Russia.
Tell states what to do.
Yeah. The United States, the union between these states, and they were independent countries basically. I'll get you some. The union was probably, some people said that it's has been devised to keep Texas from kicking everybody's ass. Texas is a huge, powerful...
Texas isn't going to do it.
Yeah. Texas is like I said, that's like our
version of Russia. They might have back in the day,
yeah.
But nowadays, I don't think so. They got way fucking behind. Texas did. All right, so let me see.
Did you want more of this?
Yeah, why not?
I'll make it a small one.
Yeah, make me a small one. What time is it? I can't see. It's 10:30 or something like that. Luigi for president. I mean, I'm not averse. We love that. I can't say that on the show. I mean, I did, but you can't say that on a show. They'll demonetize. So, just saying. It'd be a real shame if something like that happened. A real goddamn shame. Not really. You know what I mean? Can't say that, though. Let me see. Hyder says I'm taking care of myself. Yeah, like I said, here's the thing, though. You can take care of yourself all you want, but there's still that wild card factor that something fucked up might happen. You know? You never know. Like I said, you might get in an accident, or you might get and you have to like plan for that eventuality. It might not happen. I hope it doesn't, but it still might. And that doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not your fault or nothing like that. But it's just kind of like, you know, I kind of feel like there's this weird thing where if you get fucked up or you get sick or something like that, it's like somehow you did something to cause that. That's not usually the case, honestly. It's just kind of like, you know, yeah, some people like ate shit their whole lives and, you know, were alcoholics or like I can talk, but it's like, you know, we're alcoholics or smoked their whole lives or whatever, and then they got like lung disease or whatever, and it's like, yeah, like people could get mad about it. It's like, man, I don't want my taxes paying for that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Like whatever the fuck. But it's just like, yeah, but among a lot of those people is people that like never smoked or never drank or never did any, and they just got unlucky. It happens to everybody. Like, nature does not care about you. It's indifferent. And some people just get a shit hand. It happens. Some people, like, look, babies are born with fucking diseases, man, that can't be cured. And, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, just let them die. That's shitty. Don't be that way. You know? It's just, don't be that way. I don't know. I'm drunk, I know. But I'm just saying. I don't know. I understand that some of the stuff that happens to you is your decisions. But a lot of the stuff that happens to you is not. A lot of the stuff that happens to you is just chance. You know? Shit happens. Shit happens to good people. Shit happens to bad people. Shit just happens. You know? And honestly, I don't feel bad about, hey, if somebody needs...
Texas is the only successful... No, it isn't Florida, man. Fucking Mississippi's doing good. They're all doing good.
Mississippi is not doing good.
No, they've grown. They've grown. Fucking, the entire South has gotten more wealthy in the past 10 years. And a lot of it is because fucking the investment. People are investing in it. But no, it's not just Texas. Florida's fucking booming. I think we had over 1 million people move here, mostly from fucking, New England. It was Massachusetts and
although, like I said, they've kind of always been doing that. They've always had summer houses down here.
Yeah, they're moving here though now.
We'll see how that goes.
600,000 from New York, past 2 years, I think they said. And then we're getting fucking big tech. We're getting our own tech industries. Fucking, there's all kinds of shit that's starting to spring up here. It's not the Florida of my childhood. It's grown a lot. It's grown a lot since I've been here in the past 10 years. Actually, I've been here 14 years. Haven't I?
When did you move here?
2008.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fucking, and Orlando was little when I first moved here. It's fucking big now,
baby,
man.
You don't even know. I've been here since 1972.
Yeah.
And we went to Orlando when I was a little kid. We would go to like Orlando, like to go to Disney and stuff. And there was like nothing.
Oh, Orlando's fucking nice now.
Like it's an actual. It's not a big city.
No, mid-size.
It's a mid-size.
But it's pretty. It's fucking.
It's all right.
It's like a tropical paradise. It's prettier than a lot of places I was in South America and fucking, you know.
Because it's new.
Yeah, it's all new.
A lot of that shit's like
and it's got palm trees and pretty lights and fucking big, tall apartment buildings and the roads are the fucking nice highways. They're real pretty. It looks like Disney.
They're trying to make
fountains
it all
and shit.
Like
yeah,
well, because
it's pretty.
The whole reason that most people not from here come to Orlando is because of Disney and Universal and all that. That's like like the tourist shit. That's like our main thing. That's our main way to make money.
They got their own nuclear power plant.
That's our main way to make money. And so, I mean, our whole thing is tourism. So we have to make it look like you got to come here, and it's like it looks like you're on vacation.
Yeah, you drive down the freeway, and fucking there's all this like manicured landscape.
Yeah, so they
shit,
try to
pretty
really
trees
keep
and
it.
shit, and lights, and it fucking you have like it says Altamont, and it's all fucking lit up on the fucking overpasses.
Like I said, I'm from Daytona, which looks better than it did when I was growing up, but it still kind of looks like.
Yeah, Daytona's a little bit crappy.
It looks like a little bit crappy.
Yeah.
It looks better than it did when I was growing up there. I will say that.
Yeah, but nobody's up there.
But not great.
Yeah, they're going to the Orlando and fucking Tampa, looking real nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they try.
Tampa reminds me of like a high end version of the French Quarter down in New Orleans. It looks real French.
Tampa,
a lot of French
they bring the shit.
Yeah, it looks very French.
Well, it's a bigger city. I mean, because you have 3 big cities. Like, there's Tampa, there's Clearwater, there's St. Pete. And it's just kind of, like, all in, like, a triangle. And, that shit looks good. And honestly, like, we're in Ybor City, where the castle is. There's kind of like a really nice like downtown area. There's restaurants and clubs and all this other kind of stuff, and they've really tried to like make that nice.
I just say you couldn't move here because of the humidity. Hey, I don't blame you.
I don't blame you.
It's fucking. It's a pressure cooker
it's
here.
It's the worst. And look, I was born here.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I hate it.
Half the year it's fucking hot.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You can't survive here without air conditioning.
No.
And in the dead of summer, you spend a lot of time indoors. You don't want to really go out.
You don't want to go outside.
It's always miserable.
So I understand, like, why...
It's like our natural defenses. It keeps all the assholes out of here, man. Fucking, you better have a fortitude against this humidity. So... It's not easy to live here, man. The weather
like I said, the weather is
tropical.
It's punishing.
It's tropical.
It's punishing. If you don't like hot weather, which I don't, and like I said, I was born here, I really do not like it. I stay indoors pretty much all summer long.
It's great for motorcycling, fucking beach stuff, fucking pool.
If you're into that,
stuff,
which I'm not into
fucking
that. So
riding around on boats and jet skis.
If you're into that,
hell
nice. Yeah. But man, I don't want to go outside because, like, sometimes summertime, July, you will open the door to your house, and it's just kind of like, and you just go back in.
Yeah.
You just go back in.
Well, Jen works from inside the house, so she doesn't have to go anywhere.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy.
She's a remote worker.
That I don't have to go outside.
Yeah, and fucking, I build motorcycles in the house, in the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try not to go outside.
Try not to go outside.
Honestly.
I'll do final assembly downstairs. I can carry motors. I can carry frames. I can carry just bolt that shit
together. If you lived in Florida, you would understand.
Yeah. I'm up in here fucking...
You try to avoid going outside.
Yeah.
For any reason.
Yeah.
I mean... And this is going back to, like, when I was a kid. I grew up in my grandma's house. I stayed at my grandma's house most of the time. And she didn't have central air.
Yeah.
She just had, like, the window air unit that was in the dining room.
Yeah.
So, in the summer, and she left it off most of the year. So, it was, like, a big deal, like, in March or April when she turned it on. Because we would beg her.
Yeah.
Usually starting in March, we were just like, please turn it on. Oh, my God, we're dying. And it's just like, no, it's too early. It's too early.
High Desert said that his dad smoked 2 cars of Pall Mall a week. And
my grandfather did that.
Man, I used to smoke Pall Mall and fucking Camel filterless when I was a teenager.
My grandfather did that.
I could smoke some, but fucking 2 of them a week. I stopped smoking though by the time I was like 40.
I was so happy that 30. You did that because
I was
I
when I was a teenager, I got to smoke a lot.
I smoked too. And honestly, when we got together, I probably smoked more than I would have. Yeah. Because before we got together, I was only smoking when I went out. Yeah. But when we got together, I was like smoking all the time.
I love smoking.
And I kind of grew to like it too. And you told me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, maybe we should stop. You know what I mean?
I was like, I'll never stop.
Nah, I'll never stop. I love smoking.
Yeah. I stopped.
But eventually.
Yeah.
What stopped you was vaping.
Vaping.
It stopped him. Yeah.
I love vaping too.
He got way into that.
Fucking love vaping. I'd be fucking making my own mods and fucking mechanical mods and regulated mods and do all that kind of shit.
And he immediately stopped smoking.
I immediately stopped smoking when I was vaping.
Yeah, because he got super into that.
And then I eventually just kind of lowered the nicotine level down to 0. And I'd vape that 0 nicotine for about a year. And then I just found myself leaving the house without my fucking mod.
And then he just forgot.
I was like, I don't need that shit.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing that happened. Like, I hadn't smoked as long as you did. Because I didn't start till later. Me and you I had smoked on and off.
Yeah.
Like, before me and you got together. But you were a smoker.
Yeah.
And I was like a partial smoker. So when we got together and you always had cigarettes, I was just kind of like, okay. So I started smoking too.
Yeah.
More than I would have otherwise.
I'm glad I stopped smoking. I feel a lot better now.
And and like we did that for many years. Like we were always fucking smoking.
That's what killed my dad. Diabetes and smoking, basically.
And then like I feel like after you saw your dad not die, because that was more recent, but like when he got the heart bypass,
I was like, I gotta stop this shit.
You came back from there and were like, man, I gotta stop doing this.
Well, I'd already stopped smoking by then.
Yeah, I think you had.
I'd already stopped smoking by then.
And that's when you started like working out. And stuff.
I started working out when I saw my dad die. I was like, I'm gonna get into health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on test. I started fucking working out. I started working out first, and then fucking maxed out as far as I could go with my naturally produced testosterone. I was like,
what happened to his dad?
Yeah, I said, I ain't going. My dad died a fucking little skinny dude about the size of a dog. That's how little he was.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man.
You didn't want to go
what really killed him, though, was diabetes. I don't have
it. Yeah, he had bad diabetes. Well, my grandpa had that. My dad has it. He kind of.
Yeah. But he got diabetes because of all the fucking sugar. And I think it was corn syrup, which they feed Americans a lot of corn syrup.
Yeah.
And corn syrup and fucking high sugar diets, drinking all that sweet tea, smoking, and gave him diabetes. And
I think they thought they could do that forever.
Yeah.
I guess.
Ate like a child his whole fucking time. He ate other shit too, but it's just the southern diet was very high in carbohydrate.
It's like a child's.
Like a child's diet. Lots of everything deep fried.
Just eat chicken nuggets and
chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Fucking that kind of shit. Like
Coca-Cola. Yeah. And that's corn
syrup.
Like
a child's diet.
Fucking sugar. Lots of it. And then candies and little Debbie cakes and pasta.
We like those. We eat that too, but it's just kind of like.
But they went way.
Not every day.
He went. And he didn't get fat. He got skinny.
But
because that was because of the diabetes. It was fucking him up too bad. And then he had 2 or 3 different kinds of cancer. But that's not what killed him. But eventually, had he lived long enough, that would have killed him. He had thyroid cancer. He had some in his fucking lung, but it wasn't growing fast. And smoking.
Yeah.
He lived to be about 76. That's still not bad, but
my grandma was 79 when she died.
You know.
She smoked most of her life, but she quit probably about 10 to 15 years before she died.
Yeah.
But she got stomach cancer. Which might have happened anyway. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But.
All right. Well, we got 14 people in there still.
Yeah.
If y'all fucking want us to continue, we'll continue it. What time is it?
I don't know what time.
Do you want something to eat?
It's 10 something.
10 something.
10 something.
Yeah, it's almost 11.
Okay.
So this has been a full show.
You can see better than me.
If you want, I'll go make us a sandwich.
You want to go?
Yeah, I think I have sandwich meat down there.
You think?
Yeah, if not,
we'll see.
Yeah, I think yeah, because I don't think I have to see. I don't remember how many sandwiches I made.
I don't remember.
If
either.
not, I have that chicken.
That works too.
All right.
Whatever.
I might have to make some more. Okay.
I can't really see. Let me put my other glass. Because I can't really see.
All right, then. We'll go ahead and shut it down then. Tomorrow, we will go get something to eat.
DDG Dragon says, AI checked my prostate for free. I mean, probably.
AI checked the prostate?
Prostate, sure.
AI checked his prostate? That'd be awesome. How's that happen? Man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right. So I guess we're gonna shut it down for this evening. Wow, I can actually read everyone's chat now. I'm glad you two stopped. What? Like stop smoking? Oh yeah. I'm glad too that we stopped smoking.
Yeah.
I was worried about it. Because you had smoked a lot longer than I had, and I was kind of like a casual smoker. Like, I would go out to the club and, smoke cloves and stuff, but it's I didn't really smoke at home. But when we got together, because he smoked, I also started, because we were just together all the time, and he had cigarettes, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do that. So for a few years, I was doing that too. So I feel like it wasn't quite as hard for me to stop. I don't know, though. I kind of feel like in a lot of ways it was easier for you to stop because you immediately stopped.
Yeah.
When you started vaping.
Yeah, vaping. I like vaping.
And to
more
me,
than
I was just kind of
I like vaping.
I was vaping, but then I was kind of smoking too at the same time. And it's it took me longer to get past it. But
I liked vaping more than smoking. I just went right into
after
vaping.
a time, I was just kind of I just stopped vaping and smoking. It just didn't really have any appeal anymore. So.
All right, go ahead and shut it down.
All right, so we're gonna shut this shit down for Friday night. Yeah. We'll be back on Monday doing a movie review. We might do. I'm not really sure. We might do Frankenstein. We'll see, because we watched that last night. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see. All right, so hopefully you guys had a good time this evening. We did also. And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we'll be back Monday night for the movie review. So come back and check us out at that stage. And we will see you guys again on Monday night. Have a good weekend. Good